walking tin can, right?
We are all walking tin cans, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to try.
Well, I mean, even if like we don't want to overall do stealth, if at least we can have Zook get in there and do his sharpshooting like as a surprise attack, that would be awesome because he has the potential to do a lot of damage in one round.
Yeah, that would be good.
Also, can the dragon stealth while flying?
Sure.
And will I give disadvantage while I'm on its back?
I don't know that to be the case. Like, did you read something about that?
Not really. It kind of, since he is intelligent, he has his own turn and does it more or less independently from me. So.
But if you're riding him, he's a controlled mount, which means you can either.
No, controlled mounts are the ones below 6 intelligence, and that would mean that their turn is connected with mine, so they are on my initiative, and I can control them. He's an intelligent one, so he's independent. He has his own initiative, works on his own initiative.
Right. Okay. So you guys will be working together, and so you'll just tell me what you want him to do and what you want you to do. So that's fine. But no, yeah, you don't have disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm when you send somebody up there to see, I'm gonna expose the monsters on the map that you'll be able to see.
I think we send Zook a little bit ahead, and then I will fly after.
Alrighty, let's.
That'll work.
Where the hell is the guy?
Also,
we can see.
You could ask the genie how silently he can move.
Pretty silently. He can turn into air.
Because sending him a bit ahead might be also good because he can get into a good position.
Yep.
Okay, so Zook's able to go up there, and he's able to see what's happened, or he's able to see what you can see on the map. And you know what we're gonna do, Adam, is we're gonna use we're gonna put your Gimrick's token up kind of like up in the wall there, and just leave him there. While
My thoughts exactly.
Yeah, while you're mounted, we'll just use the token only of the, and then you'll just be considered to be on his back.
Cool, my thoughts exactly, actually.
Because then you know how when you stack tokens, it's all crazy. Okay, so I do need to have all of you, well, not all of you, but the three of you, Zook and Lordaeron and Brightwing, make a stealth check.
Okay.
Because their attentions are focused the other way, not on the opening where you guys are, but if you guys trip and fall on your face or do anything crazy, then...
Oh, gosh. Here goes Lordaeron's roll.
Okay, so I got Brightwing, I got Zook, I got Lordaeron. Okay, so Lordaeron does make noise, so they won't, I mean, basically all that does is negate your chance at surprise.
God damn it. Okay.
So I'll give, if you guys, I mean, Megriel and Dejini are still back there. You guys can all roll initiative, but I'll give Megriel and Dejini a chance to get closer before they actually start. Because I'm assuming you guys would be like, come on, hurry.
Yeah,
no,
Go on.
Oh no. You go on.
I thought we kind of try to move as close as together as possible with the silenter ones, but Magriel standing a little bit behind does make a little bit sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the Jinn is gonna go up ahead because he can turn into gaseous form, or he can go invisible, which means he can get up there quite well.
So, but you can, Susie, you can move Megriel and Djinni closer before we start if you want. I mean,
Yes.
to where the dragon is or whatever. But everybody should roll initiative.
Okay.
And for the dragon and the Djinni, just roll their dex check, and then I'll put it in the.
I knew Lordaeron's was a bad idea. I probably should have just moved her back. I'm sorry. If I could go back in time, I would.
That's fine. If you're looking for how to roll the dex check, you need to click on the C next to the dex.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Okay,
And
so
the
now.
S would be the save.
Okay, so it looks like Brightwing is first.
Let me measure some things first. Still not my move, I just need to move the map. Right, so Brightwing has a fly speed of 80 feet, which means if he dashes, he can get next to the guy, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, the other guy is there now. Yeah, well, let's do this. So Brightwing, we're gonna move there.
Okay. He flies all the way over there.
And I guess the breath weapons are also just actions, so he won't do anything because there are no bonus actions for him.
Yeah. He would have to wait till his next.
I'm trying to press the button.
Oh no, you can't pass. Just say you're done, because for NPCs,
Okay, done.
Yeah, you can't
Okay.
pass a turn. Okay, and when you fly over there, both the dragon and we'll see up on the north there, the gargoyles there, and another guard appeared to the south. I'll light him up first.
I mean, he tries to fly above them in a way that's they are out of reach, if it's possible. And since he had an extra 5 feet of movement, and I moved him on kind of between squares.
Yeah.
I
You were able to fly there without any incident. That's not a problem.
Okay.
It's just that you couldn't see those other guys until you flew past, and now you can see them because they were hidden behind the pillars.
That's fine.
Okay, so Gargoyle 3 is going to fly over here.
And can Gimrick make an attack of opportunity?
Sure.
Hello.
And that's a hit. All right, so now this gargoyle is going to try to bite Brightwing and doesn't, and is going to claw Brightwing and doesn't. So Gargoyle 9 Where is Gargoyle 9?
On the southern column.
Oh yeah, I see him. Okay. He's going to fly over and try to do the same thing.
Also, if you could adjust Brightwing, please, because he's not correctly on the 2x2.
There we go.
Thanks.
So his bite is a miss, and the gargoyle hits with his claw, doing that damage, quickly establishing themselves as super powerhouses with their 4 damage. And it is Zook's turn.
Okay. Let's see. Can't really get very far. For now, I guess I'll move.
Get him! Slip
Yeah, I
and
guess I'll
poof.
take a dash action.
Get him.
And move here.
Okay,
And then pass on my turn.
so it's Gimrick.
Gimrick tries to hit the guy with the snake hair.
Okay.
But first, as a... Yeah, no, just let's go for this. Oh, no, whatever. That's fine.
Yep, that's a hit.
Forgot to use the Great Weapon Mastery. That's fine now. And then second.
That's a miss.
That's why I didn't use the... And then I'm gonna cast Protection from Evil and Good on myself. And I'm...
Is that a bonus action?
Oh, sorry, yeah, that's not a bonus action. That's... I missed it up with another spell. Okay, I'm not gonna cast, I'm just gonna do a butt it.
Okay. And that's a hit.
And I'm gonna use a 3rd level slot to use Divine Smite.
Okay. Probably a super smart move.
Nice
Oh my
damage.
god, 46 damage. Nice. He's moderate now.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful. That's a high roll. That's pretty... Well, I mean, I guess it was pretty good.
One of the dice was rerolled by my Great Weapon Mastery, so
Nice.
you can see. So yeah. Well, that ends my turn.
Okay. Now the bad shit happens.
Eek!
This ogre mark moves and he's gargantuan, so he can stand basically over the Medusa. And he is going to stomp. Or, well, how high is the dragon? The dragon's got to be at least... I mean, did it land or is it 5 feet off the ground? Doesn't really matter, but...
It's I guess it's 5 feet up the ground for now, and then we'll
Well,
see next turn
if
he
it's
makes
5
the
feet
rank.
up in the air, you probably wouldn't have been able to attack with Gimrick because he wouldn't have been close enough for melee, even with a 10-foot.
I have even with the reach.
Well,
okay,
yeah,
then it
no,
can be.
that I guess, yeah, I forget. That's a 10-foot reach, so I guess you would. So you're saying that the dragon is hovering 5 feet off the ground? Is that what your intent is?
Because that next turn he can decide whether he wants to fly away or land and stay and fight. So that's why I thought that he just arrived. He's not landed
Okay.
yet.
Okay, so actually, this Ogremark doesn't approach you. Instead, he hurls a boulder at you.
And he can decide whether he aims at me or the dragon.
He's aiming at the dragon.
And he misses.
And he misses. And lucky for you, that is all he's doing at this time. Wow.
Holy balls.
Yeah, he's got a lot of shit, but if he does that, then he can't do anything else. I think. Yeah. What the hell is what? There's a power called option.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, that's what that is. Okay. Okay, so you've survived one turn of Ogremark. Gargoyle 1 is... Why can't I? Oh, there he is. He's over there. Okay. Let's see.
Guys, if I die, run.
No, if you die, we still gotta kill that guy and use the pick.
Gargoyle 1 comes over to Zook and will bite and miss, and he will claw and miss.
Oof.
So it is Lordaeron.
Okay. Scroll out here for a sec. Lordaeron's going to move here.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, Lordaeron is going to cast. She's going to use her Channel Divinity and cast Champion Challenge on both of those creatures that are hopefully within 30 feet. Let's see. The other one's 40 feet. But yeah.
With your move, you could have moved there, and then you could cast it on both of them.
That works for me.
Okay, and that compels them to attack you?
Yeah, indefinitely. But
Right.
they can do, yeah.
Okay, so hold on a second.
It's the crown ability.
Yeah, ground ability.
I think that compels them not to move more than 30 feet away from you, right?
Well, it compels them to attack me, and they can't willingly move 30 feet away from me.
Okay.
Okay, stand by. So that is Blackguard 9. Oh, you've already got... Oh, God, here I'm spending all this time to do it, and you've already done it.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Because I did not waste any time because I needed to build that effect for my effects table anyway. So, we just need to remember You could on yours, Richard, for the future, add the word Lordaeron to your specific one, so that when it's in the combat tracker, it actually helps me to remember who I'm supposed to attack. But you don't have to change those. And the duration, you have it marked as 1 round. Shouldn't it be indefinite?
Yeah, it should be indefinite. Let me fix that. I'm gonna reread this just to make sure, though. Okay, apparently, it says you issue a challenge that compels other creatures to do battle with you, but it says on a failed save that they just can't move out of the range. So I'm not sure if it's both or not, but it does not have a time limit on it.
A
Right.
battle with you doesn't mean that they need to attack you. It's just they can't move away from you. They're still within the battle with you.
What is the name of that thing? Compelled to, what is it called?
Champion challenge.
It's in the Adventurer's Guide.
Yeah, no. I'm looking on his actions tab, and I don't see Champion Challenge. Why is that?
Channel Divinity.
Oh, Channel Divinity. Okay. And did you throw their saves? You just applied the effect to them, but did you make them make their saves?
I don't know how to do that. I thought that I was doing that.
You target the both of them, and then you use the cast button under Channel Divinity, and it does a Wisdom save of 12 on them.
Okay.
So one of them failed, which was Gargoyle 1, and the other one succeeded. So on a failed save, the creature can't willingly move more than 30 feet away from you. This effect ends if you are incapacitated or die, or if the creature's moved more than 30 feet away from you. In other words, if he's moved by some other force. However, it doesn't say anything about they're compelled to duel with you.
Right. Like I said, when I reread it, at the beginning it says you issue a challenge that compels other creatures to do battle with you, but all it says on a failed save is that they just can't move 30 feet away from you. Willingly.
Yeah, where's the part that it says, oh, creatures that compels other creatures to do battle with you? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so they are compelled to fight you.
Well, the one at least.
The one is, yeah. So I'm going to take, so Black Girl, or Blackguard 9 is not challenged. And the other one who is, which was Gargoyle, this is a lot of bookkeeping, you guys. Gargoyle 1. I need to change the time on that. Oh, you, compelled to attack. Oh, but, okay. Yeah, oh, you fixed it. Okay, I see what you did already. Okay, so anything else for Lordaeron?
No, that'll be the end of her turn.
Okay, so it's the Djinni.
Okay, the Djinn is going to move up.
The Djinn. He's already got a nickname.
No, that's how it's pronounced. It's Djinn.
So D-G-I-N-N-I is pronounced Jinn?
Yes, it's Djinn. Or you can say genie.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, it's the Arabic spelling.
Oh, okay. So it's like silent D. Got it. Silent D, silent I, everything. Okay, so he moves there. He flies there.
Yes, he flies there, and he's going to cast Create Whirlwind right in the middle of Black Earth Guard number 5, Gargoyle number 5, and Gargoyle number 3.
Okie doke.
And they all need to make a
That is only
DC 18.
That is only a 5-foot radius. Oh, so that would be. Oh yeah, so that would be 10 feet across, right? Yep. Absolutely. Okay,
5
so
feet in every direction.
you can target them and make their saves.
Awesome.
Aren't they conveniently packaged for?
Yeah, it's just not doing what I want it to do. That's all.
First, you
having
need to
difficulty.
click on the genie.
Okay, sorry.
to make it
Yeah,
black.
sorry. Let me handle that, Adam. As an NPC, you actually can't use the control target, Susie. So what you have to do is, well, okay, Adam, go ahead. How do you target with an NPC without dropping the dice on it?
First, you
Found it.
click on the NPC token, so it turns it has this black circle around it, and then you can use the normal control targeting.
Okay, got it. I got him targeted for the genie.
Okay, so now on the just double click the save on the power.
I don't have that on the NPC sheet.
You
If
don't.
you go to the power and hover over the sections of the power itself, then they will turn blue, and then you can double click on those.
Yeah, if you hover over where it says 18 strength saving throw, it'll turn blue and you can double click it.
Hold on, looking for it.
It's about in the exact middle of the paragraph on the left-hand side of Great Whirlwind. Well, actually, at least the way my window size, you might have your window size differently, but
No, I can't even find like the spell.
okay. So you can scroll down in the window. So first you're looking at large elemental chaotic good, blah 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 stats, blah blah blah, right? So scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. It's going to go through traits, actions, and then under actions, it's multi-attack, scimitar,
Got it,
and then
got it.
okay. Now you can find the thing and there you go. Okay, so success, fail, fail. So now all you got to do is move your mouse slightly over and double click on be restrained. And it restrained the two that failed their saves.
Sweet. Awesome. Okay, good to know.
And then how long does that last? Oh,
Until they make another DC 18 strength check, and only if that check succeeds. Otherwise, they continue to be restrained by it, and it's a concentration spell, so he has to maintain concentration on it, and it lasts for as long as he maintains concentration.
Okay, so he's got a concentration spell on him, and they have to make a strength check at the end of their turn, I'm assuming. He can move it up to 60 feet. Creatures restrained where they will move with it. Oh my god. Loses side. Okay. It's not clear. Well, that's kind of frustrating. It's not clear when they make that check.
Sorry, I actually did look up, and I did say that they can take an action to break free, and then can make the check.
Oh, so they can use their action to try to break free. Okay, good enough for me. So anything else for Ginny?
Nope, nada.
Okay, so Gargoyle 5 is restrained. He will try to make his strength check. And he does indeed. Boo! Except for that's his action. So he will certainly move away from that. To there. And it is Megriel.
Yay! She will move to there.
Damn, that's a lot of movement. Good job. Oh.
That's a double move for her. She can't do anything else.
I thought the blue circle was where you were moving to.
Okay.
Oh my god, no!
Teleport.
Right?
Okay, so I'm not going to take anything back from any people that have gone already, but I've neglected to do anything about this Medusa, who affects every person that's in a certain range on their turn, not his turn. So that would be, at this point, just the dragon and Gimrick. So I'm going to see if they were affected. I'm just bringing Gimrick closer for targeting purposes.
Put me on the top of the column.
So again, I'm not going to take anything back. I'm going to let you have what happened already happen. However, both of you should have been restrained because he petrified you with his gaze at the beginning of each of your turns. How petrification ends, or not petrified, but restrained.
Ouch.
No, you are turned to stone and you are restrained. And you can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn, of your next turn.
And is there no way to avoid this effect?
No way to avoid it. Yeah, well, there is a way to avoid it by not failing your save. Now, I will give Gimrick a chance to go back and use his inspiration to make that save one more time if you wish to do it.
Yeah, I wish to.
Okay, go ahead and, well, I'll just do it again.
Okay.
It's going to roll it on both of them, but we'll just use Gimrick's. Gimrick does, in fact, succeed. So, Gimrick doesn't have inspiration, but he's also not petrified.
Rawr.
The dragon turned to stone beneath you and slammed onto the ground. I need you to make an athletics saving throw to see if you fall off.
I think I can use my reaction to do that.
Well, you don't need a reaction. Just do it.
No, there was something about if I'm mounted and my mount is falling, then I can use my reaction to fall on my feet.
Oh, but I'm rolling to see if you can even just stay on it if you want. Like if
is
you
he
want
turning to stone?
He's turned to stone, but you didn't.
Yeah, but sitting on a stone dragon is probably not that useful.
Okay, so if you want to use your reaction to just land on your feet, is that what you want? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, let me just double check. Right, it says that if my mount is knocked prone, which I guess this is the similar effect, I can use my reaction to dismount as it falls and land on my feet. Otherwise, you are dismounted and fall prone in a space within 5 feet. So I would guess then landing on my feet would be a better option.
Okay, so where are you going to attempt to land? Which go ahead and put your token where you are thinking you want to land.
There.
Okay. Okay. So now back to what was really happening. which is it is the Medusa's turn. And he sees that he turned the thing into stone, so he's not going to worry about that. So he is going to come over here and do his 3 attacks. 2 with the snake hair.
Of course.
That's exactly a hit.
These are nasty.
Shit.
His second one, which misses, and
Miss.
one with his weapon. And that hits. And that's not as nasty, I guess. And that's all he does. Black Guard 5 is going to use his action to try to unrestrain himself. And he does not. And it is now back to Black Guard 9, who is going to come here. And although he's not compelled to do so, he's going to attack Lordaeron anyway. And he swings his Morning Star and connects.
Shit.
And he swings it again. Oh, and he hits again. Boom. Okay, Brightwing can make a Constitution saving throw of... Is that what happened?
Okay, it should be with +6.
Let me...
Okay.
Okay, so 16, and I think... I can't remember what he needed, 18.
Ouch.
Let me find out. I can't remember. Oh, no, it's only a 14. So, yeah, you're not petrified anymore. So let me fix that. So the dragon is back. However, it is the end of its turn.
Okay.
Okay, Gargoyle 3. He's got to use his action. Because Susie's character did all kind of fucked up shit. Oh, and he breaks out of his restraint. He crushes the wind. Or maybe he wasn't restrained. He wasn't restrained anyway. I don't have him. Oh, yeah. Was he restrained? I guess not.
I think he didn't roll for it.
Yeah,
but he should have been.
Yeah,
okay.
Gargoyle 3 was restrained, but Guard 5 wasn't.
Okay, so... Okay, well, so he made it out of his restraint anyway. Okay, so now he's surely going to move away from that.
Oh no, he did make. I rolled up, and Gargoyle 3 did save against the original one.
Did Black? I thought 2 of them failed.
Yes.
Black Guard 5 and Gargoyle 5 failed, and Gargoyle 3 succeeded. So Gargoyle 3 wasn't restrained.
Okay, yeah. So Guard 5 is still marked restrained. Okay, so this Gargoyle actually gets an action. So he is going to come down and try to get... Oh, no. He'll just move over a little bit out of that swirl and try to attack this dragon, who was stoned for a minute, now isn't stoned. Very confusing. Gargoyles don't like it. Gonna try to bite it. And does. Gonna try to claw it. And doesn't. Okay, Gargoyle 9, back to attacking. Misses with his bite, hits with his claw. And it's Zook.
Okay. So if I move around this guy, but not outside of his 5-foot range, I won't impose an attack of opportunity, right?
Right.
Okay. So I'm just gonna shimmy around him like that, and target the Medusa.
However, by moving to that square and then down again, you will incur an opportunity attack from guard 9 because you're going to be moving away from him. Now, if you squeeze below and go up, just a technicality, but that will allow you to get to that space without taking an attack.
That is what I would like to do.
Okay.
There we go. Thank you for pointing that out. Okay. And he's going to pull out some black magic bullshit. Or he's going to try. Let's see. He's going to sharpshooter the Medusa.
Okay, now you realize that's at disadvantage because you're engaged.
Wait,
you have somebody within melee range of you, so shooting a ranged weapon imposes disadvantage on you. That's got nothing to.
He has.
Go ahead.
He has crossbow expert, crossbow expert. Being within 5 feet of a hostile creature does not impose disadvantage of your ranged attack.
Okay, very good. Go ahead. So that is a hit on Marlos Urinal.
Awesome. Okay. Okay, he's going to do another sharpshooter.
That's a miss.
Damn. Okay, and he's going to take his yeah, he's going to take his action surge and he's going to cast the cantrip Firebolt at Marlos.
Okay. That's a miss.
Can I do my inspiration to make that a hit, or at least a reroll?
No, you have to call for inspiration prior to doing it. The only reason I let Gimrick do that earlier was because it is something that I made a mistake on. But inspiration is never something that you can do after the fact. You always have to use it before you make the throw.
Alrighty. Then I guess he ends his turn. God.
Just a second, since he is actually using hand crossbows, right?
Yeah.
So looking up at the rules, that's how Zook's original player could attack 3 times because of the crossbow mastery. If he attacks with one-handed weapons, that includes hand crossbow, he can take a bonus action to attack with a hand crossbow.
Yeah, but I what's it called? I missed with my magical attack though.
Yeah, but you took an action surge to make a normal attack. You still have your bonus action.
Okay. Can I make that bonus attack then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I did look up in the compendium, and it was actually described in very long that it's kind of a...
I couldn't figure out how he was doing that, but I'm glad you found that. So that's a hit.
Oh my god, minimum damage again. Holy shit.
Yeah, and it's 16, which is outrageous. Okay, Gimrick.
Which is holy shit. Right. My player actually did read Legends, so I know that if I try to avert my gaze, I might go around. Can Gimrick have any role or whatever to know that as well?
You've already been gazed at, so you would know it. So yes, you can make a stand by. I need to. I guess I'm gonna say acrobatics check to. It's just really a dexterity check to avoid his gaze. In other
In
words,
the tower or normally?
in the tower.
Acrobatics, right?
Yeah.
Which for me is just a simple D20.
Okay, so you're fine. You do not. As long as you don't look at him. What I'm going to do with this is if you are. Well, I'm not going to say anything until you tell me what you want to do. So you avoided his gaze at this point. So now what are you going to do?
I still try to hit it, like not looking there.
Okay, so in that case, you're going to be at disadvantage on all your attacks.
Right. And also, again, player knowledge, Gimbrick doesn't know, but Gimbrick is actually wielding plate mail. I don't know if it reflects or anything.
Reflects what?
I mean, it has a mirrorless reflection. Again, player knowledge, so Gimbrick doesn't
No.
not gonna act on it.
No, and as a DM, I would never use that anyway.
Okay.
So and
So
you
this
can't
advantage
really
attack.
trick Medusas with mirrors and all that kind of stuff anyway. Okay, so yeah, just
Oh.
do your attacks with disadvantage.
And first, I'm gonna use a bonus action to cast Thunderous Smite on myself,
Okay.
and I will add the effect if I hit.
Okay. That's a miss.
And the second one will be not great weapon mastery because I can't hit something.
But you hit.
So okay, I'm not sure if it's properly added, the Thunder is my properly programmed.
Let me look at it.
I'm comparing it with the Branding Smite, which is a self, and this one is not a self.
It should be self. Just change it.
I did change it.
Let me look. No, you changed the wrong one. You changed affect targets. So I fixed it now, but
Sorry.
did it apply it to you?
No, it applied to Marlos.
Awesome. He's going to get a nice, powerful damage. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I will take it off him.
And I'm reapplied to myself then.
Okay, and go ahead and roll your damage. Boom.
And that is my turn because I did take a bonus action to cast.
Right.
Oh, he needs to make a saving throw.
Against what?
Strength saving throw, or he has been pushed. He's gonna be pushed 10 feet away and prone.
Okay, you should have that as part of the cast.
Yep. I just oh, there's the save.
Okay, he failed it. So what happens? He gets pushed 10 feet.
10 feet and prone. I can add the prone if you want.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
And that ends my turn.
Okay. So.
Oh yeah, this time I need to press the button.
Okay, so he's gonna step forward a little bit, this Ogremok. And he is going to attempt... Nope, never mind. He doesn't need to. He's got a range. He's going to try to slam this dragon. And he fumbles his slam. Unbelievable. Your
Nice.
entire party falls prone and are incapacitated for 1 round. That is bullshit. Oh my god.
Take it, take it, take it, take it.
Okay, so...
The gods are with us.
Damn, Skippy, yo.
So let me check some things here. Gargoyle, gargoyle. Marlos is already prone. Black Earth Guard. Black Earth Guard. Gargoyle, gargoyle. Okay. So, everyone, you see all the monsters that aren't already prone go prone, except Ogremok. He does not. Oh no. Why not? So you
Can he be knocked prone?
He cannot. So
Okay, is it...
what did it say? It said prone and incapacitated. Wow.
Does
That's-
that include the gargoyles as well, or...
No, the gargoyles are going to be prone.
Okay.
Remind me, is our French friend Coupe de Grace in D&D 5th edition?
No, it is not.
Yeah, Coupe de Gracie is not in 5th edition, unfortunately.
Coupe de Gracie.
It's Coupe de Gracie.
Gracie?
Say that to Yep, Coupe de Gracie.
Coupe de Gracie.
Say that to Jeff and see what happens.
He'll freak out.
No, he'll look at you and be like, it's coup de grace.
Right. I just love hearing Americans say French things incorrectly, like beaucoup. It amuses me.
Well, seeing as our household speaks French, at least 2 of them fluently.
Listening to anyone trying to speak in Hungarian cracks me up.
See, I keep getting told that Hungarian isn't so much a language as it is an affliction of the throat.
That's
German.
That's German.
That's not German. My mom speaks German.
Krankwagen. Sturmpanzerkrankwagen.
I understood that.
Or Ich liebe dich.
I heard dick in there somewhere.
Well, it can lead to that. It was I love you.
Yeah.
Or like butterfly is Schmetterling.
My favorite is still Bat.
Which one?
Bat de Fledermaus.
Oh, Fledermaus, yeah. Basically, leather mouse.
Yeah.
Good lord. Black Earth Guard 5 is restrained, incapacitated, and prone. So I think
Can I do him in the butt?
there should be, I was just going to say, there should be an effect just called fucked, and then that's what you apply to it.
Yeah,
And then
that should be.
Fantasy Grounds knows what to do. Okay.
Seriously, Rob, you need to make that effect. Even if it is just for this game, just put fucked.
That's
5
funny.
rounds.
5 rounds. 5 rounds of fucked. Okay, so prone does not apply to Orgrimmok, but the other one does, which is, what is it? Incapacitated. So let me fix that. And that's going to end his turn.
So incapacitated means can't take actions or reactions.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, fucked is what it means. Okay, so now it is Gargoyle 1's turn. Incapacitated. Lordaeron,
Holy balls.
you've got pretty much advantage on whatever the hell you decide to do.
Take your thingy and put it in his pooper.
I
There you go. Use him as a pop. Make him into a popsicle stick.
I was operating under the wrong person. No, I'm still operating under the wrong. What the hell? What?
Have you clicked on Zook? Is he? Does he have a black circle around him?
Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, thank you. That was annoying. Okay. Let's Tinder strike the bitch.
Oh
Jesus
my god. That's got to
What
be
the
a
hell?
miss. That is a
That
miss.
was the
Oh.
advantage.
That was with advantage. Oh! Critical hit, and there is an effect. You may ask the DM to grant you a wish. DM discretion, not too outrageous. Be careful. That's a very powerful thing, but you gotta be careful what you ask me for. Because if it's outrageous, I won't do it.
Or you might actually twist the words a little bit.
Yes, and you
If
better
it's
you better be careful how you ask me this. You guys can discuss
Okay,
it, by the
so-
way.
If I ask you an outrageous thing, then I don't get a chance to reword after you say that it's outrageous. Or
It
to
depends.
ask for something else.
It depends on how I feel about what you're asking me. If I decide to punish you for being too outrageous, then I might take the wish away. But if it's just a little outrageous, I might give you a chance to redo it. But first thing to do is roll your damage, so we don't forget.
Ah, okay.
Okay, now you guys can discuss the wish if you want.
So, guys, I was thinking maybe, and please let me know if you have something better. I was thinking maybe wishing that during the incapacitation that the Medusa dropped the pick and somehow by just chance it rolled over to right next to Gimrick's feet.
That
What do you
sounds
guys
great,
think?
but on the other hand, just dropping on the floor next to him is fine because if they are incapacitated, I might pick it up. So it doesn't even have to magically run to my feet.
Do you guys have any better ideas?
Or actually, if we would get some inspiration or insight in how to chase the god away if we had the pick, that might be even better because since he's incapacitated, I might go and pry it out of his hand.
Well, we already know how to. Like, we know that if we defile the monolith with the
Okay.
pick, that it'll send the god back. We already know that.
Yeah, if he kind of somehow releases it, that's when we're gonna be fine.
Okay, so what's the wish?
Well, if you don't mind, we're still deliberating for just a second. Susie, what do you think? Do you think there's a better thing we could use the wish for?
This is oh boy. That's all I can say is this is it's a wish. Crap.
Yeah, the carefulness is, I heard about someone who wished that his enemies would be dead, and he was teleported 10,000 years forward into the future.
Yes, it's yeah.
That's fucking ridiculous. I love it.
Technically, it worked.
It technically, but it's shit like that you got to watch out for when, as far as these wishes are concerned. Oh God. Honestly, I don't think there's anything better that we can do with it. To be honest, I mean, I'm not saying that we should wish all of this never happened. Like the prince, the four horsemen or whatever the fuck we're calling them now, the elemental masters never existed or something like that. You know, I mean, we could wish for something like that, but I don't think that'd be a good idea.
Well, then we might be teleported in a parallel universe where it didn't happen, but that probably wouldn't solve our problems. Or well,
they're
also,
all fluffy kittens. They're all fluffy kittens.
Again, we don't want to go to outrageous level.
Okay. Okay. So
I mean, the
do you guys?
Fluffy Kittens sounds really great, but the original idea might be more useful at this point.
At least less likely for, you know, the DM to say, fuck you guys.
I'm pretty reasonable. I mean, it's going to depend. I mean, if you guys said, like, if you did something outrageous like this, like, this all never existed or something crazy like that. But I mean, if it's just something that's an adjustment to reality, or, I mean, basically all the things you guys have discussed so far seem reasonable, or at least what I've heard.
They're tiny, fluffy kittens. Make that adjustment. They're tiny, fluffy kittens.
Except for the kitten thing.
You know what else would sound even better? If the incapacitation lasted for one more round for everyone who was already incapacitated.
Rob, CR 1/8 diminutive fluffy kittens.
Well, see, we could wish for an extra round of incapacitation, but I feel like that would kind of be wasting the wish. Because I feel like we could do more with it without being outrageous.
It's up to you. Your wish.
I heard somebody mention something. I don't know if I don't even know if the other two of you, whoever mentioned it, I don't know if the other two even heard it. But as a player, I heard something that I would be super excited about, but I'm not going to repeat it, what you guys said. And I'm almost sure that at least one of you didn't even hear the other person when they said it, because it was kind of said under their breath while other people were talking. But that's just a little hint. No, it's not the kitten thing. I'm not doing the kitten thing because it's
not the fluffy
it's not the kitten thing. But you guys are, you know, I mean, I don't want to spend 20 minutes discussing it, but you guys can certainly talk over what your options are and decide what you think is best. But I do want to have a little bit of a time pressure because I don't want it to be a 20-minute discussion.
Well, I think I got all what I had to say about it, so I leave it with
Richard. The choice is yours. I'll go with whatever you decide.
Okay.
What's he gonna do? What is he gonna do?
Ooh.
Hey, Mr. Meep, 12345. Thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate that. Mr. Meep, you will now be notified of shenanigans happening.
And you say that as long as it's, you know, an alteration of reality, not something that's, you know.
No, it does. I didn't mean to tell you that you need to confine it to that. It's just you can't say, I wish we were all level 20, or I wish that this campaign never happened. You can't say anything that's so outrageous that it's like, okay, come on, that's ridiculous. But if you do something that's slightly outrageous, that might be okay. But, you know, I don't want to try to limit you, except to tell you that the limitations are, you know, come on, let's get real, Richard, as if I would say that to you if you asked me it. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
But I mean, it is a wish, so it is a pretty powerful thing. When you roll a crit, you've only got I think it's 2/3 of 1% that you're going to get a wish.
Wow.
Is it outrageous to send a god back to its plane?
Well, but we could do that without a wish if we can get a hold of the pick.
Right. You guys know how to do that without having to wish it. So if you wish that he simply went back to his plane, that would be something that I might grant because you guys know how to do it anyway really easily. I would in fact say that's probably a waste of the wish. However,
What do you guys?
you can wish for that, because I want to kind of move it along here.
Right. Okay. I think I'm close to making my decision. I just want to run this by them and see what they think, and then I will make the decision. What do you guys think about setting the enemies around the dragon in, like, I don't know, a 30-foot radius or whatever? All of the enemies on fire.
What if what's the guy's name?
Which guy?
Marlos?
What if Marlos actually realizes that he wants to help us?
Are you waiting for me to say something?
I'm waiting for the other players first. It's gonna be not my decision, so yeah, it's just a last thought was.
Like I said, whatever is decided, I'm good with. Richard, it's ultimately your decision anyway.
Okay. I wish that all enemies within 30 feet of the Brightwing Dragon were caught on fire and had to do a dex save or take 3d6 damage on their turn.
I shouldn't do this, but because I don't want you to get the wrong idea, but that is a horrible waste of a wish if you decide that's what you want to do. That's I mean, you could do a lot more than that. This is a wish. This is a pretty big deal.
He just doesn't want to outrage you.
Yeah.
No. So okay, so I'll give you. I'll tell you what. I'll give you a free wish. I'll give you a free. You can ask for anything you want, and if it's totally outrageous, I'll say no, and then you can try again. But I can see that you're not. I think I've intimidated you too much, Richard. I think I've made you scared of wishing, and so you're asking for, oh, maybe I can get 18 points of damage on each of these guys. That's like really weak. So go ahead and you get a free ask, and I won't punish you for it. Let's put it that way.
Okay. I wish that all of the enemies except for the god were dead and that the pick landed next to Gimrick.
Okay, I'm going to say no to that specifically. Not no to the idea, but no in which the way you asked it. Because to make all of the enemies dead, I could transport you 10,000 years into the future, just like Adam said earlier. So you have to be careful how you ask for it. So I'm not saying no to the idea, I'm just saying no to the way you asked it. However,
Okay.
I still think, I mean, think about you as a person outside of D&D. Like, if somebody said you could have a wish, would you wish for $1 million, or would you wish for independent wealth, regardless of whatever economy is created in the future? I mean, you know what I mean? You gotta expand your mind a little bit. So to wish everyone dead except the god is. See, it's hard for me to talk to you about this because I'm trying not to discourage you, but I also don't want you to get the wrong idea that you can just ask for anything. You know what I mean? So if say that again, say exactly what you said before. What was your wish? You wish all enemies dead, except for the god, and that the thing would land next to Gimrick.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. If that's what you want, I'm going to assume that you also. Well, see, I don't want. Man, I know Susie knows what I'm doing, and I know that Adam probably knows too what I'm doing here. That's why they're not saying anything. But I need you to rephrase that and be very specific and think about when you ask me for what the wish is, what I could do to fuck with it and grant you your wish, but also do other things you might not have thought that I would do. So having said that, you're now on the clock with what is your real wish, and you can elicit help from Susie and Adam.
Okay.
I don't know if enlisted
I
is a
wish
word. That's
all
fucked
the
up.
enemies remain incapacitated and that the pick lands next to Gimrick.
Okay. I'm a little bit confused, but I'm just gonna take the safe route. Yeah, I wish that all the enemies remained incapacitated and that the pick landed next to Gimrick.
Your wish has been granted.
Why do you have a smile on
Hallelujah.
your face? Why are you smiling, Rob?
How do you know I'm smiling?
I can
We
hear
can
it in
hear
your
it.
voice.
We can
You can hear it? Let me get that item and give it to Gimrick.
God damn it!
What?
It's gonna be a pick, not the pick that we want.
Ooh, that's a good
Don't worry.
idea. No.
I did-
She didn't say a pick. She said the pick. So it's that one.
And
been
if
working with gins and genies and wish givers and crap like that way too long. I know how to word this shit.
Okay, so now all I have to do is find that thing.
also, I guess Rob is quite happy to not have to fight this fight for like hours more.
Oh, I don't think it would have
I
taken hours. I was kind of looking
once
forward
had
to it, actually.
So was I, but this is much easier.
Okay, so Iron Fang is not in the items. That is quite disturbing.
I just thought he was encouraging us to do more with our wish than just incapacitate them. Like I thought he was encouraging us to like kill with it
I'll
or
tell you
something.
I'll tell you what I heard. Now that it's over, I'll tell you what I heard that I would have been excited by as a player. Someone said something about everybody going to 12th level or something like that. And I would have done that.
What?
That would have been cool.
Yep.
I heard somebody say, "Oh, what if we all wish we were 12th level?" And they said it kind of as an offhanded. Might have been Adam. I don't remember who it was actually,
Nope.
but they said it as like almost like a throwaway joke. And when I heard it, I'm like, "Ooh, I hope they wish that. I'll give it to them."
Wasn't me.
So now you guys can just hope to roll a 97 on the crit table again next time. Okay, so I did find Iron Fang. I'm going to put it in the party sheet. Am I going to put it in the party sheet? Can I fucking... What happened to it? There it is. No, it's...
Oh, no one's using the Crown of Basilmer.
Oh yeah, no one's using it.
I thought Magriel got it, but that's fine.
Oh, I thought I did take it. I must not have, huh?
Okay, so... Iron Fang is in the party sheet. It is not identified, so it won't exactly tell you what its powers are, but it is there.
I thought it's gonna then land at me or just on the floor yet.
No, I mean, I just put it in there so you could take it.
Yeah, it lands next to you.
Right, but it's not... It lands next to you on the floor, but it's not your turn yet, so...
Okay.
We are gonna... Well, okay, so if those guys are incapacitated forever,
Woot.
I'm gonna say that you would probably just ignore them and walk away and leave them incapacitated until you had a chance after the fight, if you survive, to kill them.
Yeah, if they don't move, that's my intention to
Right.
stop the.
So I'm just going
Apocalypse.
to, because by the terms of the wish, they can never really do anything, so they're just going to go away.
We might even let them alive there.
They're experienced. I mean, and they tried to kill us, tried to destroy the world. Morally speaking, there's nothing wrong with killing them, and it can help us get closer to leveling up.
I have
My
a problem
character
with
doesn't
that.
know what that XP you're talking about.
Just so
Okay.
you guys know, Meg would actually stop you.
Really? Because they're trying to destroy the world.
But they are not attacking us right now, and they are incapacitated. It's not in battle. It's not an honorable death.
I
It
see.
would be
Okay.
slaughter and murder. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that was Lordaeron's second attack, I think, that caused all hell to break loose. Or quite the opposite,
Yes.
all heaven to rapture the world, I don't know. We don't need that. Okay, so basically all the enemies have been dealt with except for Ogamok, and he is incapacitated for 1 round, Ogamok is. And Lordaeron, anything else on your turn?
No, that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, it's the genie.
He's just gonna be like, have that, like, what the fuck? Look on his face, and he's like, "Yo, helped you out.
Was that
Okay
a
if I
wish?
go?
Did I do that?
Was that me? Was that me? Did you rub my lamp?
Sorry.
Did you wake me up?
Did you rub my lamp? That's what my prom date said.
That sounded dirty. I mean the lamp, so we had to rub it.
Okay, so is Genie gonna do anything?
He's like, y'all need me anymore? Am I good here? I got shit to do. Places to be, people to torture, you know, the usual. And he's probably just going to be like, if you don't need me, I'm going to take off. Bye.
Well, there is a 500-point god standing there.
Then he'll hang around just to see if, you know, he moves or we don't get to the altar beforehand. But he'll move a little closer, but that'll probably be about it.
He could even ready an action.
Yeah, ready in action. That thing.
Okay.
He'll ready Thunder Wave.
Okay. What is Megan do?
Laughing hysterically, but moving forward. Oh yeah, she's just like peeing her armor, laughing so hard. She finds it just to be awesome.
Okay. Yeah, they did get a divine item. They did get it. They have it actually. It's in their possession. Okay. If Megriel is done, that means it is Brightwing.
Brightwing gets surprised and for a little bit just tries to ping at the gargoyles, like, you know, like prod with the end of the claw if it still moves or whatever, but not as an action, just like a bonus action or whatever. And seeing what is happening, he's gonna ready his breath action if Ogramok does anything.
Okay.
So he wants, if Ogramok looks like something, he wants to interrupt with a breath.
Okay, fantastic. What about Zook?
Zook is going to move there. And, okay. And he's going to ready an attack.
Okay. Gimrick, you pick up the Iron Fang.
I pick up the pick, and I run to the portal, and I need to desecrate it, right?
You basically just need to hit it with the pick.
I'm gonna hit it with a pick and try to carve my orders symbol into it, like deface it, you know.
Okay. You need to make an attack roll, actually, with the pick. So drag the pick from the party sheet onto your character sheet. And make it says unidentified item on your attacks. So yep. Just you don't have to target anything. Just make an attack roll.
Do I target anything though?
No, you don't. Just roll the attack. Okay, you did not roll a 1. Fuck. All right. You smack this.
Just a second, just for the effect. If I would need, I will use a divine smite as well to make it sure that it's fine.
Okay, you can do that. So let me tell you what happens when you smack that thing. You chip the otherwise indestructible stone, causing the portal to implode in a grindling display, showering the area with pulverized rock and crystal. And that god is sucked back into that portal. And if you're not
And stay
careful,
out!
yeah, if you're and stay out. If you're not careful, you're going to maybe get sucked into it as well. And immediately upon you striking that, a giant earthquake kind of knocks you guys all to the ground, except for maybe the dragon. And the genie too. They can fly, you know, they can kind of avoid it. But as a giant earthquake, everybody kind of gets shaken up and moved around a little bit. And you get the feeling that probably in the span of the next 3 or 4 minutes, this entire complex is going to be caved in.
Shit.
I
So-
shout to Brightwing, can you fly out with us, please?
The genie will be like, "Yo, over here, over here, over here, yo." I got
Okay,
you,
so
I got you."
between the dragon and the genie, you guys can mount up and easily escape before this place caves in.
Cool.
And that
Awesome.
was not how I thought that was going to go, but good job, guys. You fucking took out one of the heads of the temples and sent its god back to
Hell.
hell. Yeah, exactly. And you get a shit ton of experience for that.
Woot woot.
Before Brightwing flies off, I will thank him for the fight, and I will say that it was a not pleasure. What's the word? It was an honor fighting from his back and sending back this abomination to its own place.
And the dragon bows accordingly and says, make sure and call on me again if there is such a dire emergency. I'd be happy to help.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have a dragon friend.
And then the genie says, didn't seem that was much of anything. Ciao, folks. And he poofs and disappears. And then you guys each get 7,775 experience points.
What?
So Zook goes to level 10. Susie goes to level... Or Zook goes to level 11. Susie goes to... Megro goes to 10. Gimrick isn't quite there. And Lordaeron isn't quite there, but close.
And Kimrick goes to level 11, don't me?
Gimrick... Nope, you need 85,000. And you got 79,000.
Oh, the 79,000 already contains the 700.
The 7,000 you just got is
okay.
already on it. Yeah, the number you're looking at is the current number after giving you the 7,000.
Okay.
Because you guys got 31,100 divided by 4. Which is nuts. That god was worth 24,500.
Damn.
So you guys will be able to get out of this place, go back to some safe area, either in a town or at least back to the level above you where you were. But you could go back to a town and regroup and long rest
Question.
and level up. Hey, Hellsilver, thanks
like
for the
that
follow.
Question. That magic item that Gimrick is waiting for, how long is for that?
I will tell you.
Thanks.
Holy balls! I can't believe we.
Yeah, thanks again, Hellsilver, for the follow.
That
Appreciate
was
that.
awesome.
And
That was
fumbled.
awesome.
That
Okay.
was cool.
So let's find out about the magic items. First of all, I will go and identify Iron Fang.
Oh yeah, that.
Ooh.
If we were to wish for a deck of many things, would you go with it or not?
I would have given you that.
If
Hey.
we wished for what?
Hey, Shanes.
A deck of many
I hope I
things.
said your name
You
right.
just like to watch the world burn,
Thanks
don't
for the
you,
follow.
Adam?
I don't want for it. I was just curious. Deck of many things is also known as end of campaign portable end of campaign kit.
The approach on a game is easy to understand for viewers.
What does
Oh,
it
it must
do?
be a conversation
You
I'm
draw a
having.
card, and it
The
can
god
be
is
anything
technically
from
still alive. Yeah, he
giving
is.
you enough XP to get to level 10 from 0.
I got to get these
or
guys leveled though. They're too
demigod
low.
actually starts wants to take revenge on you, or you just disappear from existence, and that kind of thing. Basically anything.
Wow.
Okay, so in the story of the message of the day, I think is where I have the magic items.
Oh, it says 27 days.
Yeah, so the Belt of Hill Strength has 27 days left. You guys have probably spent at least a day going through it and killing all that stuff. But if you want to go back and at this point, let's just recap here. The Earth Bastard is dead. So you've killed the Fire Leader, the Air Leader, and the Earth Leader. You made a deal with the Water Leader. However, you've only been to the nodes where you just closed the node of the Earth and destroyed that and basically locked that portal. The party, none of you, I think, were in the party when they went to where I think it was the water portal, and they opened it, and it's still open. And then there's the fire portal and the what's the other one? Oh, the air. So you've killed 3 of the 4 leaders and closed one of the portals. So time isn't necessarily that important. There's not going to be a chance for, like, you know, if you wait a few weeks to go and continue your journey. I guess the point I'm trying to make is that you guys could basically get those magic items. You could wait until that time is up, because it's not necessary that you rush to go do this in the next 2 hours or something like that. So you guys could each, Zook could get the headband of intellect, and Gimrick could get the belt of giant strength.
Lordaeron would like to see if she can purchase a dagger, a magic dagger that hopefully does damage somewhere near what her Tinder Strike does.
Okay, so oh, let me make, I doubt there is any, but let me just make absolutely sure there was no treasure in that last.
Just a quick thing that Gimrick is not that fussy about getting the belt, so we don't have to wait if you don't want to. I mean, it's good, but if you want to get rid of all the others first,
as DM,
well.
yeah, as DM, I'm telling you, there's no penalty or there's no clock you're against if you wait the 27 days game time. You're not hurting your, you know, you're not. The world isn't going to end in 27 days, is what I'm saying. Okay,
Also,
and
you might. Sorry. Also, you might want to get the aid of us.
Oh yeah, I'll take care of that. Believe it or not, after wishing all of that to go away and sending the god back to his portal, no treasure. However, there is plenty in the I think there's money in the party sheet. Hold on. Oh no, there's not. I cashed it out. So you guys have a potion of water breathing, a lost crown of Bessemer, and breastplate +1, which I think nobody can use. So you may be able to
I could.
trade. Do you want the breastplate?
I mean, I could, but it's worse than my current. So.
Okay, so yeah, well, that's what I meant. Nobody could use it. It's not.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't mean physically possible. I meant nobody's going to use it. So you guys could probably. You can't really sell magic items, but you might be able to make a trade or something. So Richard, what you were saying about wanting to procure a magic item certainly might be possible. As a party, you guys have 10,000 gold and 160 platinum. You guys got plenty of money, so.
Out of curiosity, is it possible or reachable or whatever to get me a +1 plate mail?
I would say that you guys could probably trade that breastplate +1. Let's see, stand by a second. Oh, I need to research that question, so give me a second. Meanwhile, two of you can level your characters, if you haven't already. Whoever that was. Megriel and Zook can level their characters if they haven't. Oh yeah, you guys did, okay.
Also, I have a shield +1 that I'm not gonna use because I'm two-handed.
Okay, so yeah, don't so I'm looking up something, so don't overwhelm me, because then if you say something to me and I'm looking it up,
No,
and then you say something else, I'm gonna forget the other thing. So just give me a second, because I'm doing 3 other things. Yeah, I'm a little overwhelmed right now. So just give me a minute of silence here, and I'll get back to you. Okay, now I need to ask you, what did you say? What breastplate? See, I've already forgotten what you said. What were you asking me, Adam? Which armor?
So, okay, I have a normal plate, and I would try to upgrade it to a plate +1.
Plate +1. Okay, so hold on. Where the hell's the Dungeon Master's guide? God damn it. I don't have the DMG open? Yeah, I do. Okay, magic items. Plate +1. Is rare. Okay, yes. You can trade that breastplate +1, and they'll trade you straight across for plate +1.
Is anyone fine with that?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, no problem.
Then I'd like to do that.
Okay, so there's it's in the party sheet, the plate +1. Now, did you guys?
Sorry, it's unidentified, and it says.
Okay, I identified it.
Thanks.
Did the 2 characters that I gave those magic items to take them and put them on their character sheet?
I did.
Who was the other one?
I have an Iron Fang, if that's the question.
No, Zook. Richard took the headband of intellect for Zook. Did you take the belt of giant strength for Gimrick?
Oh, well, if you wait for it, I don't have it on my list, but then we will wait for it, then I will take it, yeah.
Okay, I thought I shared it with you, but go ahead and put that on your inventory sheet. Did you just get the item?
Got it.
Okay, and did you put it on your inventory?
I think I dragged, but let me check if it's already there. Okay, let me drag it again.
I guess I could have just done this myself.
I think I do drag it, but it looks like something happening, but it's not adding it.
Yeah, why isn't that working?
Maybe my inventory is full.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, Can I direct items from here to the party sheet and then we either sell or others take it?
Yeah. Oh, I know what's happening. You've got 4 of them on your party sheet now. Because it shows up unidentified, and it was calling it a thick belt of something or whatever. So there, you've got it now, belt of hill giant strength. So you can change your.
Okay.
So I've made your strength 21.
Thanks.
And that's an attuned item. So you guys remember that you can only have 3 attuned items, so make sure you don't have more than 3. Okay. You basically have to look at all your magic items and see if it says requires attunement in there. Like a ring of protection does.
I have a pair of stones unidentified in my inventory. Can we identify it, please?
Yeah, everything in your inventory should be identified. So if you guys have unidentified stuff, I can identify it for you.
It says a pair of stones, and it doesn't say anything, but the ID thing is crossed over because it's not identified.
A pair of... This is Gimrick?
Gimrick, yes, and the top of the inventory.
A pair of stones?
That's what it says to me. I have 2 of them.
Yeah, it's the talking stones.
It says I have 2 of them, and the weight is 0.3 if it helps you find it.
Yeah, it was the communication stones.
Oh, a pair of stones. Okay. Yeah, for some reason it doesn't alphabetize it as a pair of stones for me because it must somehow know that. Yeah, it put it in down the list where S is because it's called sending stones. So that's interesting to know because
Nice.
I guess when the DM looks at your character sheet, it did show it as a pair of stones, but it wasn't alphabetized under A. It was alphabetized under S as a pair of stones because apparently the DM's version takes the alphabetized, from the real title. That's why I couldn't find it. So
I have a cloak that's not identified. Weight 2.
A cloak? Oh yeah, cloak.
Yep.
Cloak of protection.
Nice. And also, apparently I have an elven chain in my inventory, so I offer that for everyone to pick. So.
Okay, yeah, you can. Anything you don't want, anything any of your characters don't want, you'll be in the city now where you can buy, sell, trade, and do all that stuff. So anything on your character sheet that you think your character doesn't want, you guys can put it in the party sheet. If somebody wants it, they can take it, and then whatever's left, I'll sell, and that'll just give you guys more money to buy more magic items with.
Do you guys think that we're gonna need what's it called? Do you guys think that we're gonna need like Wind Vein and Drown again?
Can I check
okay, hold on. Your character knows, you, Richard, don't know, but your character, Lordaeron, knows that Wind Vein closes the water portal the same way Iron Fang closed the Earth portal. And it's the only way to close that portal. And because at the time, the character, the guy playing that character, not only brought forth Yancy Bin, who's been loosed on the world. That's the god from that portal who's out. Yeah. This happened all before you joined the game. But he refused to close the portal. He wanted that weapon so bad that he decided when they all ran away, he wasn't going to throw that into the portal and close it.
What a cock.
He kept it. And so that's what happened. Yeah, well, we can talk about him because he's not in the game anymore.
What kind of weapons are they? Because I can offer Iron Fang to anyone who wants to use it because it's just a one-handed iron war pick.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Now that the portal's been closed, you don't need Iron Fang anymore. So if somebody wants it, otherwise you guys can get rid of it.
Well, can these weapons be used to open the portals again in the future?
No.
Oh, okay, that's a relief.
Oh, I can't open the picture of Iron Fang, unfortunately.
Oh, I'll show it to you. You can't open it because you're asking to pull the picture out of the module, which is not available to the players. So
Oh, I just clicked on it. Yeah.
I'm putting a thing in the chat to check when you're done with all of your inventory transactions. When you're done putting stuff in the party sheet and or taking it out, let me know so that we can move on. Meanwhile, I'll do some other stuff here.
I accidentally put 2 items into the parcel items, not the party inventory.
Yeah, that's where I put them as well. So anyone can, from the parcel items on the party sheet, anyone can drag it to their inventory.
Yeah, if you accidentally put
okay.
something in there, you can just drag it back. It'll allow you to take stuff out of that inventory.
But that's where we want to put it if we don't want the items?
If you don't want it, that's where you put it, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I gotta look. What are these guys gonna try to do to me next? What was I just looking up? I can't remember. Fuck. Lunging torrents, weeping colossus. What the hell was I just doing? What was I just doing, you guys? Do you remember? Because I don't.
Shit, sorry.
I guess looking up where we're going to next.
No, I was gonna do that, but there was something that I had in my head that I needed to fix before we moved, and I don't remember what it is.
You wanted to show me Iron Fang's picture.
Oh
but
yeah,
that's
right. That's exactly what it was. Okay. See, my brain can't handle more than like 2 things at a time. That's what's wrong.
It's okay, Rob. Neither can mine.
Awesome.
That's why I usually keep a notebook around me, unless I forget.
Well, I have
weird.
no. I have actually. Fantasy Grounds has notes. You can make notes, but before I can make a note, somebody says something else, and then I forget what note I was about to make. So I don't even bother with the notes. I just try to do it and get it off the list. Okay, so now I'm gonna look up. While you guys are still messing with stuff, I'm gonna worry about what happens next here. Yeah, and that's what I have to look up. Chapter 5.
Also, to the other guys, meanwhile, I guess we should keep these artifact weapons with us, or legendary weapons, or whatever. So let's not sell them. And also, the Lost Crown is probably useful to anyone who can attune to it, or I don't know if does it need. Yeah, it needs. So it might be quite helpful.
I don't know if now's the time to ask this, Rob, but well, what's it called? God damn it, English. Words just went out of my brain.
I feel your pain, man.
Zook,
Okay, yeah.
can he... Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I'm in between things, so you can ask me something. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. While we're in town, can Zook buy? Can he replenish his ammo?
They're gonna die, Mad Bad Hair. They're gonna die. Yes, he can. Absolutely. All you guys who have ammo can absolutely replenish it.
Awesome. Okay. And also while we're in town, when you have the chance, Lordon would still like to buy that or trade for that or whatever, a magical dagger that has damage close to what Tinder Strike does, if she can.
Okay. I will see to that.
Thank you.
You will not find a magical dagger that is better than Tinder Strike.
No, I don't want one that's better than Tinder Strike. I'd like one that's, like, ideally, I'd like one that's equal to Tinder Strike.
Oh, you want to have 2 daggers to fight with.
Yes.
Okay, I see what you're going. I thought you were trying to make a trade. Okay, so yeah, stand by. So magical daggers, huh? Why did I just close magic items? I'm gonna hotkey it. I don't have to fucking worry about it anymore. Okay. Dagger plus 2. Let's just see. Dagger plus 3. Nah, no way. Dagger plus 2. 2,500. Lordaeron. Inventory. Okay, you would be able to find a plus 2 dagger for 2,500 gold.
Okay. Well, what about the like 2d6 fire damage?
No, you're not going to find any such thing. Those are very, very rare, extremely rare. The only magic weapons you're able to purchase are just like a plus 1, plus 2, plus 3 dagger. Even a plus 3 dagger, a simple dagger that's just plus 3 is like 15,000 or something crazy, that money that you don't have. So plus 2 dagger would be the most you could find. That Tinder Strike, daggers like that, that's like a sub god's weapon. You're not going to find any more of those.
Okay. So do you think I would be better off Okay, I'll buy the dagger. For how much did you say?
2,500 gold.
Okay. I have 2,400 gold and 10 platinum pieces.
Okay, so that's 2,500 gold. So that would just leave you with you had 24.45, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, I fixed it. You should have 45 gold left over and no platinum.
Okay. I wasn't sure how the conversion worked.
Yeah, platinum's just 10. Everything's 10 to 1 except for electrum. 10 copper is 1 silver, 10 silver is 1 gold, 10 gold's 1 platinum. The only thing that doesn't work with the 10 to 10 to 10 is electrum. 2 of those is 1 gold.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the weird one. I don't.
Yeah,
does anybody even play with electrum?
Well, it's in all. It's in all the. Every single pre-published module has electrum in it, so yeah, people do play with it, but probably homebrew people don't use it.
Well,
okay,
you know what?
I put that on your sheet. I put that on your sheet, Richard. You have the dagger plus 2 on your sheet. It's unidentified. Okay, there we go. It's identified now.
DM question.
Yeah.
Materials that cost money. Would you like us to buy them previously, or is it, or do you use it in that when we cast the spell, we just deduct the price?
Deduct the price when you cast a spell.
Okay.
So one person has not marked that they're not done with their inventory, which is fine. If you're not done, then that's fine.
I'm just because what I was about to ask then, that who should take drown?
Well, don't worry. Don't worry about that yet. What we're gonna do is, when you guys are all done, I'll sell everything, and it won't sell the magical items. It doesn't work that way. That when you try to sell as DM, it won't sell things that are magical. So I'm just gonna get rid of all the junk.
But at this point, we might as well sell magic items we're not gonna use, because if we're not gonna use, it's just inventory. So that's why I thought we could probably keep now everything that, even if you're not gonna use, just keep it, and then we can sell everything else.
Right, that's what I just said.
Okay, but yeah. Question: does anyone here not using bonus actions on their turn at all?
I don't have bonus actions to use.
And do you have more than 2 attuned items?
You ask me the weirdest things, you know that?
Well, he's trying to see if you can use a magic item.
He just wants to know what I'm wearing. That's
Whatever.
all.
Oh my god.
No.
That's a different question. I wouldn't ask in front of the others. So.
Oh, that's yeah.
I only have meow meow.
Meet me in private chat.
Exactly.
So because if you take the Lost Crown, then that means that you can use the bonus action to inspire when it needed, and you can also have the other advantages of it as well.
All right, that works for me.
And it's a Dwarven battle helm anyway.
There. Woot woot.
Why did I think that?
Okay, looks like I gotta do some cool stuff with my character.
Nice. We like cool stuff.
Well, I have to put resistance to psychic damage on my character, advantage on saving throws that would charm me.
Advantage on saving throws that would charm you. There's no effect for that, but there is an effect for the resistance.
Yeah, I knew there was an effect for the resistance. The advantage on saving throw I wasn't sure about.
So with the ability, God damn it, where is it? 2-weapon fighting in the fighting style. When you engage in 2-weapon fighting, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack. Does that mean that I add my strength modifier?
Yeah, strength or dex, whichever one it is for the dragger, the thing.
But it should be there already. It's just you don't lose it instead.
Yeah, you just don't lose it. So, like, you know how on your character sheet you probably had an offhand. Let me look here.
Because I thought there was some kind of confusion about, like, we were talking about Lordaeron, and if she were wielding 2 light weapons, she could get 3 attacks in per round. But I don't. I'm looking through my abilities and I don't see that.
As an attack, you take 2 attacks, and as a bonus action, you can use one of them to make a 3rd attack.
Yeah, but I don't see how I can make a 3rd attack with a bonus action.
It's just there isn't anything on your character sheet that says that. It's just it's a rule that any character can do, no matter what class you are.
Oh, if they're wielding light weapons?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so I got aid off of all of you guys. And I need to adjust the hit points, though.
Yeah, because the aid only gave us 5 hit points.
Right, so I took 5 back off everybody. Okay, so...
So, Magria, did you want to pick the pick then?
So everybody has checked that they're done, so I'm going to sell what's in the party sheet. And that
Nah,
leaves.
if you want to keep the pick, you're more than welcome to keep the pick.
Because I'm not gonna use it, that's why I ask.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then yeah, hand it over.
It's in the party sheet.
Mine.
And the Elven Chain, somebody put that in there, right? Somebody had it and wasn't using it.
Yeah, it was me.
Okay. And nobody wants that, I'm assuming. So that can be used as an item to trade if that ever comes up. We'll just leave it in the sheet for now. And then the Potion of Water Breathing somebody can use if it ever comes up. And the Shield +1, same thing. You guys can maybe trade that off if somebody's looking for something in particular. Okay, so I need to figure out, let's see, Howling Caves, they did that. Plunging Torrents and Black Geode are 12th level. Weeping Colossus is 13th. Okay, so they have to go first to the Plunging Torrents. Okay, there's basically... Okay, wait. I gotta see if I know what I'm talking about here. Okay, so you killed the... Let's see, I'm gonna make a note here. Okay, so... whoops, hold on. I gotta look one more thing up just to make sure I'm right about this. And then I'll give you the whole adventure recap and tell you what's left.
Actually, do we want to take a 5-minute break right now? Or?
Yeah, this would be a great time to do that. If you guys want to take 5, that's fine.
Alrighty.
I'm good
I
with
will
that.
be back.
I'm back.
Are you back, Susie?
Probably not. She has the ZZZs on the character image as well.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, that's 5 minutes and everybody's back. Okay, cool. So, to give you a recap, you guys have... Oh, well, there you go. You guys have, down there below the current location, which actually isn't Black Geode, it's, you're in the town. You guys have already killed the Earth Bastard in the Black Geode and closed the portal. That's where Ogremark was. The air bitch is dead. She died a long time ago. However, the portal needs closing. The Howling Caves has already been cleared out, but that's where Yancey Ben was let out, and God knows where he is right now, but the portal's still open. The water dude, you guys made a deal with him. He's still alive, hanging out in his water temple. And is there anybody in the game that doesn't know what that deal is?
We have to bring him the pick, don't we?
He just wanted proof that you killed the fire leader, which you did. You did kill the fire leader. Yeah, so he wanted the proof of that. And then his portal's still open below, where, and that's an area where the 3 asterisks with PT, that's a code for me to not reveal what the name is, but that's a place you guys haven't been. And then the fire leader, go ahead.
I'm not so much worried about the water dude because we have a good thing going with him. I'm okay with him. We don't need to shut down his temple.
So the 2 places that you have portals open, well, I guess I put open and then I put needs closing. It's kind of the same thing.
Quick question. Didn't we go back to the water guy bringing the fire dude's head to say that we actually killed it? Because I know that we decapitated the guy to prove us.
Well, I can't remember, to be honest with you, but let's just say you did that, because if you didn't, you would do it, and it would be uneventful. Because you guys got a good thing going with the water guy. But the portal that is below him is still open and needs to be closed, whether you have his blessing or not. Or he's going to continue to release whatever God comes out of that portal. So basically, you have 3 portals open, one of which there's a guy who you're kind of friends with, who's above it. Because each of these places where these portals are below their temples, which are below the ground things that were, and I realize some of you didn't play the beginning of the campaign, but basically there's 4 different places, and then below each of those 4 places there are temples, and then below those temples are a place like what you were just in, where the portal was. So you guys have basically done everything in the adventure except for go to those last two places that you haven't been, and then go to the one place you have been and close the portal. So the people of the town, let's see, everybody roll a, hold on, let me figure out which one I want to use. I guess everybody roll a history check for me.
In the tower or no?
Yeah, in the tower. And Richard, do you want to continue to play Zook, or do you want me to do it?
I would enjoy to continue playing Zook.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so Gimrick and Zook, and Lordaeron even, have gathered rumors and basically, you know, throughout your travels of your characters and the adventures and listening to people and talking with people and just kind of putting things together, you've heard that other adventurers have come back or not come back, and you've been able to piece together that the air temple that's still open probably is a walkthrough because these characters cleared the air area out already. They just left the portal open and let the god out. We don't know if the god's still out running around or if he went back into his own portal. We don't know. But that's probably the easiest one to do. And then, you know, by gathering all this information and making educated guesses, that the water portal is a much easier thing to accomplish than the fire portal. So those are the three basically choices where you guys want to go or need to go. So what do you want to do?
I think if the air guy is around, but closing the portal would probably suck him back, that might be a main target.
Okay.
Agreed.
I'm asking the others as well, so if feel free to.
Well, I think it's a good idea. What do you think, Susie?
Magriel?
Oh, I'm okay with that, I guess.
Okay. So you guys, we can make this quick. You guys are able to go back to where you know the air temple is, go below it, come down into the Howling Caves entrance where the party's been before and cleared the whole area out, go all the way to the northeast in the back, up there, and all through these caves and all as you're walking through and everything, it's all empty out. There's no repopulation. Everybody's still gone. Everybody's dead. You guys are able to make it up there without incident. And when you get to the final chamber, you see that the portal is still glowing. There's no sign of this god, but you see that it's still glowing and pulsing. And you know that you have the knowledge that if you hurl Wind Vein into the portal, it will close it.
Okay.
So what do you want to do?
Unless anybody's against it, let's hurl Wind Vein into the portal.
Be my guest.
Do
Okay,
I need to
so
make an
Lordaeron,
attack roll?
nope, because it's just an open pulsing portal that's got like the characters that were in this before got sucked into the portal and they went to that plane and they were there for one round until somebody got one-shotted and the other guy ran away and dragged him out. So you guys weren't in the game then, but that's what happened. And then this Yancy Ben, this god, kind of like I'll show you. I'll show you him. this guy right here basically one-shotted a character, and
Shit.
there was another character in there with him. 2 of the other characters didn't go in. The one that didn't get one-shotted drugged the other one out, and instead of hurling Windbane into the portal, they ran, and all they heard was this guy going, "I'm coming!"
No, oh my god.
And it wasn't a sex thing. So Lordaeron heaves the Windbane into this portal, and it just instantly, you see Windbane disappear, and the portal slams shut, and there's no longer a gateway there or anything. It just slams shut, and it appears to be completely safe. What you don't know is Yancy Ben out in the world or not? At this point, you don't know.
Or whether does this suck him back or not.
Right, but you didn't see that happen. So when you close the portal, you don't see any type of like something getting sucked back in from anywhere. It just closes. So
I'm hoping
he could have gone back in there, or he could still be loose, but you don't know. But he's not in this area. He doesn't seem to be anywhere near where you guys are now. So
I'm hoping that because he's now cut off from his plane of existence, that he will begin to lose power and just kind of fade away.
That would be nice.
We can all hope.
Yep.
all right, cool. So you guys did that. And now, where would you like to go?
Well, I have a feeling that if we close the fire one and leave the water last, he might get cocky and think that now he's the guy in charge or something. I mean, I don't really trust him.
You guys do know a way to get to the. You know how to get to the place where the water portal will be without. You know a way to get around the leader. In other words, the guy, the dude that you made a deal with, you can get to where you need to go without confronting him.
Yeah, that'll work.
And we have knowledge of how to close the portal?
That's what the
That's-
dagger is.
Yeah, I think the dagger does that.
Yeah, the dagger was the fire leader. Drown was the water guy. The pick was the earth dude, and the air bitch had the other
Win-win.
sword. Yeah, Windvane.
But then if we go to the water guy, then we need Drown, right?
If we go to the fire one, we need drown.
Let's see. I'll tell you. Hold on.
Such a shame. Tinder Strike is such a beautiful dagger, but I'm not gonna make the decision that I made. I'm not gonna make the same mistake that I made in the past. I've learned. I've become a better person.
You were possessed then. It's okay.
Drown is for the water.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, Lordaeron, you're like a different person now.
My weekly exorcisms have been working. I think we're good now.
And hey, another bonus, I look 10 years younger.
I know, right? Who would have thought?
Oh wait, so
Pretty
hitting us on the head is your anyway.
Okay, so I just
portal?
Yeah, I'm gonna go see. I just need to make sure real quick. You guys have never been to this place. You know how to get to it, but you haven't been there, so I need to find out how to get there. I need to know where to place you guys on the map. So let me check that.
I just looked. Lordaeron's 361 years old. 10 years would be nothing. Oh, God.
Your boobs get a little perkier, little things like that. I believe Gimrick gets younger too.
Oh, am I?
I think so. Either way, it's good.
How do I get younger again?
Weekly exorcisms.
I see. Oh, that's what you call the hit on the heads then.
Well, what else am I gonna call them? I gotta get you guys back somehow.
Oh boy. Okay, hold on.
I really love the gaming set that was chosen for Gimrick as proficient with.
What gaming set?
Eels and escalators.
Oh god.
It's gotta be goddamn snakes on the goddamn ladders.
hmm
Okay, guys. Yeah, this is kind of. I'm having trouble finding out how to get in there. So I need because yeah, okay. Just give me some time here, guys. How the fuck do they even? It doesn't tell you where they enter. I'm assuming P1. Okay, let's try that. There, map. Okay, so you guys make your way back to the Fane of the Eye, which I will remind you is this area here, and go back down into that, and you proceed sort of on the right-hand side, about the middle. There's a stairway area. I think it must be this way, I guess, because that's the only thing I can figure. That goes down and takes you down to the level below that, which I will now reveal to you.
Oh, there.
Yeah, that elevator up there, that was the one we hadn't gone down yet. Well, we went down it, but we came back up.
No, it's a bit down. You have to scroll down next to that water thingy. There's an arrow.
Oh, so there is. Huh.
Yeah, at first I didn't notice because it didn't scroll there, but yeah.
Okay, and I'll put you guys on the map, and then I'll share it with you. This is a big map.
Oh my.
So as you guys are coming down the stairs into this area, you're next to a great big waterfall that pours into a mossy cavern. Wet stairs hug the western wall, climbing higher than the waterfall and descending into a water-filled basin. Where the stairs meet the water surface, an iron post just at an angle and a flat boat is tied to it. Tunnels to the northeast and northwest channel the water from the pool. Above the pool, a 7-foot diameter globe of water hovers in midair.
Dude, I think you broke my computer.
It's a big map.
I think it's the best to ask right now. If I have a swim speed, does that mean I can fight while swimming?
Yes.
Nice.
A couple of you noticed that the symbol of the water is engraved above the northeast passageway. And you see that the iron post, it looks haphazardly added, like recently they put it there. And the boat has a pole for navigation, for like steering and to move the boat along. The globe that you see floating there is 7 feet, and it floats 7 foot diameter globe floating 1 foot above the water, and it just hovers there. It's just stationary.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting in that boat.
Alrighty, I'll follow suit.
Can all of us fit in, or is it small?
I don't like the scale of that boat. I'm gonna say that
me neither.
if all of you stay in a straight line, like 4, like I'll show you what I mean. I'm gonna say there's 2 boats there. No, I'm not. I'm gonna say there's 1 boat and 2 of you can fit in it, because why would they make it anything else? Why would? Oh, hang on, guys. That's the phone call of the person that I'm picking up at the airport, so just give me a minute here. Yellow. You're back.
I'm actually gonna look up that song.
Have you seen Night at the Roxbury?
Freaking awesome movie.
That song was even in the elevator in that movie.
This video is already so weird.
It's Hathaway, right?
Yeah.
Yes. You gotta look up Aha's Take on Me.
Oh, I love that one.
That is a messed up video, though.
But it's awesome, especially if you think about when was it made.
Oh, I know. It's awesome. It's so, like, ahead of its time in the whole 9 yards. It's just...
Yeah, but on the other hand, I also have sentimental memories with it because it's one of my childhood musics, so...
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Also, messed up video. That I forgot the song. Mad World from Tears for Fears. The guy outside just dancing to some probably totally different music.
Oh my god. Everything in the 90s is about vampires.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Everything in the vampires is about the 90s. What happened? Okay, so yeah, so I was just going to make up that there was another boat there, but I think they did that for a reason. So 2 of you can be in the boat. 2 of you have to figure out what you're going to do. But does someone have a swim speed?
I do. Gimerick has a swim speed of 40.
Okay, does anyone else?
Sure,
So-
why not?
No, don't just say you do. So what that means is, though, if you have a swim speed, you can just move normally in the water. If you don't have a swim speed, you can still swim. It's just difficult terrain for you.
I can walk on the water.
So,
Does that count?
What gives you that? Are you what happened? How come you can walk on the water?
Water walk, it's a spell.
Oh shit!
Jesus.
Okay, you weren't kidding. Yeah, no, there you go. That'll work. Does that last a long time?
Give me a second, I'll tell you.
Because if Megriel can water walk and Gimrick can swim, then Zook and Lordaeron can ride in the boat, and you can all move at the same speed.
1 hour, and it can be cast as a ritual. And it doesn't need concentration.
There you go. And I can take the 10 and cast it as a ritual. So.
Okay, so you guys can come down these stairs and spend 10 minutes casting. And so now Megriel has water walk and Zook has a swim, or I mean, Gimrick has a swim speed anyway. So that means Zook and Lordaeron can ride in the boat, and you guys should be fine.
Cool.
So
And I guess
where do you want to go?
it does make sense. Sorry, I guess it makes sense if Zook is in the front of the front of the boat with his handbow, and then Lordaeron drives it.
Okay. Yeah, because one
If
of you's
it's fine
got
with them.
Lordaeron's got to hold the stick to drive the boat.
I don't want to hear no innuendos from you.
Holding the stick.
Can
Sorry.
you drive stick at all?
Sorry, pole is what I meant. Yeah, we'll find out if he can drive. All right, so where do you guys want to go?
Actually, we don't even have to take the boat because I can do this to 10 willing creatures.
Oh, you
To
can
unwilling
really?
creatures.
You can give everybody water walk? Well, there you go. Shit. So forget about the boat then. You guys can just walk on water. Bunch of Jesuses.
That's
Top, 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 top. Then let's walk on the water and so you said there was something at the northeastern tunnel.
You guys can go there if you want.
I'd like to take a closer look, yes.
Okay.
And again, trying to wait for the others and move as a group.
Correct. This party don't need no damn boat.
Exactly. You got Jesus here.
Jesus is here, and she could even turn the water into wine, probably.
Yes, I can.
oh my god.
And give y'all loaves and fishes.
Oh hey, I can do that too.
Me too. I try to move a little bit with like skating-like movements if it works.
You mean like sliding your feet? Well, it says you can walk on the surface as if it's regular surface, so I guess you could do that.
Because it looks cool.
All right, so you're able to see up a little bit ahead there. Doop doopity doo.
Just out of curiosity, I try to stat a little bit to check whether it gives us an advantage or whatever.
Try to do what now?
I try to stealth a little bit to check whether we'll walk more quiet on this surface or not. I know it's mostly a plate armor, but still.
It makes
can
a
count.
it makes a splashing sound when you walk.
Oh.
It makes the sound it would make if you were stepping in a puddle.
I resist the urge to jump.
I don't.
It's always Susie causing trouble.
Not always.
It would be funny if you're jumping had you sink under the water, but instead of having to wait to get to a surface, you could just climb on top of the water as if it were solid.
Yeah, that's
Or
the thing
try to-
about, like, can you, I guess you have the power to walk on water, so I guess that doesn't preclude you from going under the water if you wanted to, I guess.
Like you could walk on the other side of the surface.
Nah, Meg just does this whole Cary Grant thing down the hallway.
And are you singing in the rain?
I am indeed.
That's not Cary Grant, though. That's Gene Kelly.
Yeah, sorry, Gene Kelly.
Okay, so you guys see a chamber starting to open up there. There's nothing in it that you can see.
I wait for the others to catch up and then go in. And try to look around or listen if anything is trying to ambush us.
Okay, I will open up what you guys can see here. You guys definitely hear the sound of the rushing water getting louder as you move along because there is the beginnings of a waterfall to the south.
Imagine if we had to take the boat and Gimrick starts to laugh.
Y'all can fly, right?
Oh my god.
So there is a waterfall to the south going down. And then to the northeast, you can see into this passageway here.
Shall I roll or shall I not even bother because of the waterfall sound?
You mean to see? I mean, there's no one. What are you looking for? Should you roll for what?
I was trying to look and listen around if I can hear anything about apart from this. So
okay. Yeah, so you don't hear anything except rushing water at this point. It's pretty loud.
Does the flow of the water affect us in walking at all?
No, I mean, no, not really. And since you guys have water walk, you know, there's no current on the top of the water really. It's just kind of, I mean, it's moving, but it's not really. It's it's kind of gathering and going down that waterfall, but it's not pulling on you.
I'm trying to get a little bit closer to the waterfall, but as soon as I feel that it tries to pull me, I stop and step a little bit back.
Okay, I understand.
So let me know where how far
you can probably get right up to, you guys, you can probably get right up to, yeah, exactly, right there. No problem.
And I try to look down if I see anything there.
So it slides down, probably 20 feet. And you estimate that if you wanted to, you could probably ride it down and land in the water on the bottom. Splashy splash. Because you have water walk, no problem.
Cool, water slide. I remember it for later, and we might come back. Even if we clear everyone, we might come back just for the water slide.
I'm game with that. Work first, then play.
Let's check the tunnel.
Do, do, do.
Okay, so before you move, as Gimrick is walking back up, you do notice that there is a Reaver right there.
Not for long.
And if you would like to roll initiative. Yeah, does it look like what?
Does it look like that it's gonna attack us? But initiative kind of answered that.
Yeah, most definitely gonna attack you. Okay. From out of the darkness comes another one. And is going to throw a javelin at Megriel and miss. And the guy that you saw initially is going to step forward and throw a javelin at Megriel. And miss. And it is now Megriel's turn.
Awesome, awesome. Can you go ahead and cancel my movement? Because if I see him move up, I'm not going to move.
Yeah, you can normally do that by just picking your token up and putting it back down where you want it, but I canceled it.
Okay, sweet. Throwing meow meow.
All right. That's a hit. Meow hit?
Meow meow hit hard.
Meow hit hard.
Ish.
Okay.
Look, it's not Daniel Tiger, but come on.
It's still great.
Because you see with the whole Tony the Tiger thing. Okay.
Yeah, I see that. Daniel Tiger.
It is Zook's turn.
Okay. Zook is comfortable where he's at right now.
Ranged bastard.
And he's gonna yeah. He's gonna target Reaver 9 and use sharpshooter.
Someone forgot to use Featherfall. Are there really no encounter from sea monsters? That is a hit. I guess the water feels more like under feet. Oh my god.
He's gonna.
Yeah, that's dead.
He's gonna use. Oh, awesome. Okay, and then he's gonna target the other guy, and use sharpshooter.
Okay.
Ah.
And that is a miss.
Well, and then he's gonna take his bonus action and use sharpshooter.
And that is a crit.
Turn the tide again.
Turn the tide again. You gain advantage against all enemies until the end of your next turn. Wow, cool.
Nice.
What enemies?
Right.
Oh well, you can't see very much right now.
Well, I can see the list on the combat tracker, but still.
Oh, you know what? That's my bad. I should not have made those visible. I keep forgetting. I want Fantasy Grounds to do something that it doesn't do, which is if the mobs are hidden under shade, I don't want them to appear in the combat tracker, but that is not how that works. So that's boo on. You guys shouldn't see any of those. Okay, so let me set that for one round. Okay. So you didn't kill that guy. Okay. This guy. Let's see. He's there, so.
Also, they have different HPs, right?
Yeah, they all have different HPs. I do.
Okay.
I do random.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay, so Lordaeron.
Okay. Lordaeron isn't going to take kindly to these sons of bitch. Oh, whoops. Wrong person. Sorry about that. Lordaeron is not going to take kindly, but she's also not going to be able to reach anybody. So she's going to run up there and ready an attack with her Tinder Strike if anybody gets within range.
Okay, and when you get there, you can see.
And actually, I'd like to reword. I'm going to ready an attack with my Tinder Strike in case any enemies get within Lordaeron's range.
Very good.
You can throw them.
Yeah,
I will give you the description of what you see here before I take my 3 readied shots at you. A ribbon of dry land hugs the walls of this cavern, the walls of which are covered with chalk-scrawled symbols of elemental water. In the center of the cavern, a wrought iron cage dangles from a rope lashed to a stalactite. 3/4 of the cage hangs submerged in the pool that fills the middle of the cavern. A dozen humanoids pack the cage, elemental water's symbols raised in a scar on every brow. Tired hands grasp the bars as the captives struggle to press their mouths above the water. Among a mass of wrestling forms, some lay still, floating face down in the cage.
That's horrible.
That's horrible. And now 3 of these guys had readied attacks. So the first guy does his and misses. The second guy does his and not only misses, but fucks up. Heavenly Boon. The target gains the effects of a bless spell for the remainder of the encounter. Holy shit. That's you, buddy. That's Lordaeron.
Wait, what? Oh my god, that's insane.
Yeah, he fumbled and gave you bless.
Awesome.
Hilarious.
So I have applied
Why do
bless
they keep
to Lordaeron.
fighting us?
Yeah, I don't know. They're stupid. Okay, so that was... Oh, it's Lordaeron's turn, though, isn't it?
Wasn't it the ready attacks?
Thought I already passed.
Yeah, you did. I'm still okay. So yeah, I got one more guy had a ready to action here. So let's do his. Oh my god, you gotta be shitting me. He missed, but he didn't trigger the table. Okay, so now Crushing Reaver 14 is this guy. He can only get to right there. Throw his javelin. And miss. And it's Gimrick.
I'm just gonna slowly walk closer and then start giving out some lashes.
Okay. You're gonna give out some lashes. I love it.
I go there. Just say, guys, why do you try to... No, I'm not saying anything.
Guys.
Guys, this is how you do it.
And your first attempt is a miss.
And now let's see how I do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a hit. Oh my god. Well, that's how you do it. He's dead.
Awesome. Good shit.
And I still have the bonus action for the butt.
Okay. And that is a hit. And, oh my god, killed him too. Guess
Now
I'm
this
supposed to-
is how you do it.
This is how you do
And I
it.
stop there.
Okay.
Or actually, I think I still have some movement left, right?
5, 10. Yeah, probably 5 feet. Is your movement 30?
Yep,
Yeah, probably 5 more feet.
I move there.
Okay. I see what you're doing. I'm hip to what you're doing with your whole 10-foot thing. Okay, so it is now the next guy's turn. Pass your turn, Adam.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Crushing Reaver 2. Come around the cage, 10, 20, 30 to there. And he's within his javelin range. And throws one at Lordaeron and misses. This guy. $10, $20, $30. He's going to come here. Gimrick can take his op shot.
And he will.
Oh, and Lordaeron, because I ready in
Yep,
action.
you certainly did, so you may as well.
Do you want to take it first? I mean, you're above in initiative anyway.
Okay. Thank you. Actions. Tinder strike. Oh my god.
You hit.
Oh, okay. I thought I fumbled.
No, you are blessed. That's why the extra D4.
And Gimrick, you take your op shot.
So if it's not that, then
You hit. And now he is dead. Didn't even get a chance to do anything. What a punk ass bitch. Okay.
slice and dice, baby.
Slice and dice. Okay, now the next guy's up. Now this guy can do something. He's going to come up here. And he's going to try slice and dice. And he misses. What a bitch. Okay, Megriel. The girl who gave everybody water walk.
Yep. Ah, damn it, Gimrick, you're in my way.
You can move up a little.
That's what I talked about, Lordaeron.
That's all right. I can move a little to right there, and I'll still then I'll have a clear shot at that.
Yeah, now you got a meow meow clear shot.
No, I got a meow meow clear shot.
Oh no!
Oh!
But you didn't get any ill effects. You just missed.
Nothing triggered. I'm good.
So it wasn't
These
that clear
rolls.
then.
It was the moving. I had it lined up and then I had to move, so threw me off.
Fair enough.
Sharp tooth longsword attack misses. These guys are pussies. Okay, Zook, you're up.
Okay. Zook, I believe he can fire like through his teammates without disadvantage, right?
He can, as long as he's not
Sharpshooter.
doing it through 3 of them. He can do it through 2 of them. But Meg's up far enough that you can squeeze a shot by her. So you're good to go with a shot on number 4 if that's what you're aiming at.
All right.
Because I should be in that square up. Yeah, there.
Yeah, somebody
And
just
then-
died. What happened?
Oh, I sharpshootered the Reaver 8.
Yes, you did.
And then I'm going to sharpshooter Reaver 4.
Okay. That's a hit. These guys are just dying. These guys are dying like reavers.
Exactly. Hey, at least they're not like the Reavers from Firefly.
Right.
Oh, those are nasty.
Then I'm going to move here and take my bonus action to sharpshooter Reaver 1 actually.
All
Leave
right.
some for us as well.
oh, here we go. Brutal wound. The target must make a successful DC 10 con save, or its speed is half for the remainder of the counter. So, go ahead and roll your damage to see if this guy even needs to worry about it. Ooh, he does. He did not die. So he's going to do his
Wow.
con save. And he successfully made a save. All right. He gets another turn. Yeah. Maybe not. Is this still the same? Is Gimrick's thing reset yet?
Sorry?
Well, have you used your reaction?
Yeah, I haven't moved since then.
Okay. So this guy's actually going to get an attack. Oh my god, is it going to do it? Oh my god, it actually hit. Damage is going to be done to the party. What do you guys know about that? All right, Lord Aran is up. Seek revenge.
Oh yeah. Haha. Merciless revenge. Unless, I fumble.
Nope, you hit. And he's dead.
And she's going to move up here. And attack this guy.
And a 25 usually hits, so that's pretty good. Ooh, but doesn't kill him.
And then she's going to attack with her dagger.
And fumbles. Unbelievable, you guys.
What?
Nice
Oh,
move,
no.
you SOB. Your target gains the benefits of a blur spell for 1 round. Nice.
Ah, shit. Combat tracker, can you pop up? Thank you.
The Blast and the Bird. Do I see any locks on the cage?
Yes, you do.
Then I try to walk to... Can I? Yeah, I walk to the guy, and I try to actually grab him and shout at, "Where is the key?" and try to intimidate.
Okay, do you want to grapple or intimidate?
Oh, so I try to grapple and then just shout at him intimidatingly.
Okay, so roll a grapple check, which is your
Athletics
in
in the tower.
Now you can do it in the open. Oh shit. Okay, so you grapple her. Now roll an intimidation check. You can also do that in the open. Okay, she says she pulls the key out of her pocket and says, "Here, here's the key."
I take the key and drop him down. Her, sorry.
Okay.
I don't think I get enough action left to go and open the cage, right?
No, not really.
Okay, then I end my turn.
Okay. She is still going to try to attack you. I don't know why she would, though. I don't think so. She's like, she drops her sword and raises her hands and says, "Don't kill me."
I don't have a problem with that.
And it's Megriel's turn.
There's no baddies left. I think I'm okay. I'm just going to move up.
Okay.
And I'm good to go.
All right, Zook.
I'm going to move closer to the cage, and I'm also good to go.
Okay, Lordaeron.
Lordaeron is going to untarget Wave Reaver, but stay near her just in case she tries something. And, I don't know, maybe ready a grapple if she tries to pick up one of her weapons.
Okay. Gimrick.
Can I try to knock her out? So attack, but not kill her, just knock her out.
She's kind of hot.
Yeah, but first let's get the guys out of the cage, and then
Yeah, you can just roll a d20 for me, and if you don't get a 1, I'll say you knock her out.
because I thought it's just if I say then the damage won't kill her, or
Right, but if you just want to knock her out, like if you just want to hit her with the butt of your fist and knock her out, that's easy enough to do. She's weakened. Yeah, so you knock her out.
and then I go to the cage and I try to pull it ashore.
The cage, for whatever reason, doesn't seem to move that easily. It might take more than one of you. However, you do have the key. You could unlock it.
Yeah, but I thought if I pull it out, then they don't drop into the water. And even with the 21 strength.
Oh, I forgot you had a 21 strength. Okay, so roll a strength check.
Tower or here?
Oh, you can do it in the open. Yeah, I'll say that as long as Zook's willing to help you, you can pull that cage up. You can get her over to
Yeah, sure.
out of the water.
And when it's out of the water, can I just cut the rope with the glaive?
Oh yeah, you can do that. No problem.
So we don't have to hold it and it won't
Yeah.
swing back, and then I open.
Okay, and they people inside who are very nearly dead anyway all seem to be very appreciative. And they kind of gather themselves, and the only thing they care about is getting out of the cage. They don't really try to go anywhere. They just want out of the cage, and so they kind of maybe a couple of them go over here, and a couple of them, come over there, and they just kind of sit down and gather themselves, and they're thanking you profusely for letting them out. They were captured, and they don't even know how long they've been here, but they are sure that they were being saved for some sacrifice to something.
If any of them is like dying or really bad, I will just use lay on hands to give 1 or 2 hit points to those, just to get them survive.
Same here.
Probably all 10 of them could use something. But if you just give them, if you give them a shot of anything, they'll be fine.
Well,
Mass
wait, I
healing
could.
word.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, you can mass healing word and help them all. No problem.
I
So
let Megriel shine then.
they all. There's only how many is there? 10 of them. Yeah, so you can mass healing word them all, no problem, and help them out. Good times.
Awesome. That's what I
Okay.
need.
So you guys get XP for that.
Does that heal Lordaeron as well?
You know what? Sure, why not? I'll just target everybody.
Yeah, target. Lordaeron's the only one that has damage, so you can target him and do the mass heal. And then I'll say
I
that.
didn't even notice Lordaeron took damage.
Well, he only got healed 3, but that's cool. That's better than nothing. So, and 3 to each of the other guys is enough to make them all so that they're stable and healthy. And, you know, they might still have cuts and bruises and stuff like that, but... Alright. So that was a pretty easy encounter. You guys have rescued some peeps. Nice. And so now your options are, from what you can see, the waterfall or back the way you came out to the main area.
Can they actually leave?
Can you leave?
Can they, the
Oh,
guys who we just rescued?
they're probably going to wait a while because some of them might not be strong enough to swim, but they do know where the stairs are that go out. And if the characters tell them that it's safe to go out, they can travel that way.
I do, and I ask because we could probably pull the boat for them, and then they could use that to help those that can't swim right now.
Oh, right. So you guys can go get the boat, bring it back, and then they can 2 go over, drop one off, come back, pick up another one, drop. And they make 9 trips and they'll get out. Not a problem.
Yeah, I trust with them and just tell them to leave the boat at the stairs.
Okay.
Which kind of obvious, but I do tell them because why not? So shall we go water slide or shall we check the other route first?
Water
because
slide.
Who knows where can we come up?
Yeah, let's check the other route first. Mama always said, don't leave nothing behind you.
And probably then the first route we just let 2 in and pull them or something. So
your mama and my mama would have gotten together really well.
I know, right?
And the unconscious thing, what are you going to do with her? Just leave her?
We'll let them decide what to do with her. We're just going to tie her up and kind of leave her there.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. So you guys are all back over here, and I basically just moved your tokens as a block so you can go where you want. And I will see what you see. At this point, the current moves swiftly toward a small rocky island. I'll show that to you.
I tread carefully, so if the water starts to... Oh, sorry.
Oh, I wasn't done yet. A small rocky island that splits the waterway north and south. The sound of falling water is louder to the south.
Does it look like that we can walk on it?
Okay, so now the answer to that question is it starts to get tougher. The water does pull at your ankles. Or at the soles of your feet, I guess, technically, because you're on the water, not in it. But there is a current here. It's not enough that it's going to knock you down and pull you, but there is a current that you sense that's much stronger than it was before.
One more thing, I try how deep it is. I try to use my glaive and push down and check if it reaches bottom anywhere.
Okay, so let me check that.
Sorry.
No, there is a thing here that tells me how deep the water is. I just forgot. It tells me what happens if the boat goes over a falls. How to deal with that. That's funny.
Did I do that?
The water. Here we go. Okay, your glaive does not touch anything when you If you put it all the way, you reach down and even stick your hand in the water, so let's say 10.5 feet is what you can go with your glaive, it does not touch anything. It's deeper than that.
Nice. And how see-through is it? How clean is it?
Not very. I mean, it's fresh water, but you can't really, there's not very much light, and so you can't really tell how deep it is from standing on top of it.
Okay, so murky from the flow.
Yeah, like you can see down you can probably see, like when you dip your glaive into it, you can probably see half of your glaive, and then you can't see the tip of it. So let's just, if that helps you to understand what I'm trying to drive at.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I start to walk, but always next to the wall and try to grab a little bit on it to make sure that I don't lose my footing, whatever. Does this small island look like that we can step on it, or is it too high for that? Or
no, yeah, you can probably step up on that. It's probably a couple feet. So yeah, you guys could walk over there and stand on it so that the water's not pulling at your feet.
Sorry, I didn't want to stand on Lordaeron.
That's alright. You're pretty tall. I'm really, really short.
Once again, there is a, as you guys like to call it, a slide.
Yay!
The other one looked bigger, right?
They look the same, I think. Yeah, they're about, well, the other one might be longer, but they're about the same width. But yeah, the other one's a little bit bigger, I guess. You're right.
Yeah, Big Dipper is so far the target later. Let's head around first and then we'll see.
Let's see, you can probably see 10, 20, 30. Yeah, you can probably see all the way.
I have a weird idea. If we have a rope somewhere here and just dip down, with the rope we can basically walk up on the waterfall. We will see very soon, I think.
So far, nothing's looking to disturb you. And you can easily walk right up on that little area there. Gimmick gonna stand on a little rock. Megriel's coming up the way here. And I'll show you what you see. So those are nets. Or well, I said those. I should have said that is a net. That kind of divides the water.
Anything in it, fish or anything caught up?
That you can see, there's no nothing caught in it.
But does it look like it's for fishing or something?
Roll a history check.
Annie or just her?
Just her.
It looks like a trap.
No, that's not what I wanted to do. Just cancel it.
Are you rolling a history check, Susie?
Hold on. Yeah. In the tower, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I've got like a million things freaking open right now.
Okay, so what was your question? Do they look like they're fishing nets?
Yeah, do they look like they're fishing nets?
Yeah, they look like they're designed to trap things in the water. Yeah.
Okay, then.
But from your vantage point now, there's not. It's just like strung between the rock and the rock in the middle. And they stick up above the water and they go into the water.
Yeah, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. It's probably how they get food.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
I mean, if it's a trap, whatever, we'll deal with it. But for right now, it just looks to me like
now we know it's a trap, so we can walk into it.
exactly. Just avoid the net, that kind of thing.
Is the sound of the waterfall still too loud here, or can I try to listen now if there's anything ahead?
If you were trying to discern like noises and stuff, you know that up to the north, the waterfall you passed, you can still hear that, but it doesn't sound as noisy in front of you down to the south. It sounds less quiet there, or more quiet there.
And can I hear anything apart from the squishy, or can I make
roll a perception check? Yep. You don't hear anything, no.
Then just let's walk into the trap. Again, if the water starts to drag a little bit too much, then I try to stay to the wall.
Okay. So I'll show you what you can see here. Ooh, actually, didn't want to do that. Okay, so you're there, so you can see all of this. I think. Yeah, so you see there's another net down there. And that's all you see.
And the other direction?
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
Looks like there might be a place to stand out of the water up there too. Matter of fact, you can probably see that hole. That whole place.
Yeah, let's walk there a little bit. And I wait for the others.
Okay.
Lordaeron?
Are you guys moving up or no?
Oh yeah.
Okay, when Megrio gets over there, she can probably see the rest of this deal here.
I'm so looking forward to the dynamic line of sight in the new
I know
Fantasy
that's
Grounds
going to be
Edition.
really cool because then the DM won't have to shade or unshade crap. It's going to be so nice.
Although
Very
you
looking.
still have to set it up first, but that's
Yeah,
just
but
once.
you only have to do is all you have to do is set each map up once and you're done.
Yeah, I know.
Super cool. Okay, so you guys are there, seeing water's kind of swishing around and flowing around. You can see by the, like, if you look close right here. Well, actually, you guys. Oh, let me give you the description of this thing here. That's what I need to do. The waterway dead ends in a long cavern where only the distant sound of the falls echoes off the walls. Nets divide the cavern, spanning the distance between pairs of stalagmites jutting above the water. Oh, so yeah, okay, so that's how the nets are tied. That's it.
I try to look at the net from closer and check whether pulling on it would drag a rope or as if it was alarmed in a way.
Okay, so you're gonna pull on the net to try to determine what?
No. First, I'm just gonna look at the net. That if I would pull on it, would that, like, I don't know, ring a bell somewhere else, like pull on a rope or something? So is it like alarmed or trapdoor?
You get the distinct impression that it's just a net affixed there to trap things, and that by pulling on it, I mean, you could probably move it a little bit, but it's not going to set off any Rube Goldberg puzzle or anything like that.
Damn it, Rob! Why not?
Because then I don't know what to do. But yeah, you can test the net to see how firm it is or whatever, and then you definitely think that it's there to trap stuff that's moving in the current.
So this looks empty. So Big Dipper or
Yep.
Small Dipper?
Oh, come on. We got to do the big one first.
Of course. Hey, Lord Ron woke up. So shall we head back to the Big Dipper then? Unless it looks really empty, right? So it doesn't even make sense to roll an investigation check or whatever to properly look around.
Exactly. It's empty. Come on, I want to do the big one.
The door is locked. Move on to the next one.
Exactly. I want to do the big one. Come on, I want to do the big one. Let's do the big one.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So I'm not quite sure, Susie, what Megrail wants to do. Could you repeat? Just kidding. Oh, and it looks like I didn't quite unshade. Okay, here. Some of these lines are
just gonna start throwing your hammer.
very fine. I have to.
Meg want to go down a hole.
Make sure you guys can see all the edges here.
So first we go back towards the Big Dipper. And what I'm gonna do before we plunge down, I tell Megriel to wait a little bit. I will chuck a python into the wall.
Why? I have an immovable rod.
Somewhere here. Yeah, but if we can't or don't want to come back, then a python is something we can leave behind.
Okay, well, here, have 10 more. Wait, nope, never mind.
So you guys are all gonna. You want me to move you guys all over there?
Yes, please.
Okay, one moment.
Be right back.
Ooh.
So you wanna affix a piton in the wall there and tie the rope to it?
Exactly.
Okay, you can do that. That's easy enough job.
And then, Megriel, wanna go first?
I think she stepped away for a second.
Then I'll be the first. I
You,
hold the end of the rope.
she remains silent and tells you you can go first. Okay, so you grab the rope, and as long as you don't let the rope slip through your hands, you won't get rope burn. But if you go hand over hand, you can slide down the waterfall, and with your water walk power, you can get to the bottom without any incident.
Oh, I drag the other end of the rope, so it's like almost bungee jumping. So I'm not gonna get rope burn. Like, I guess it.
Oh, you're
does
just gonna
not
take the
only-
slack and have it. Yeah, well, for
I'm
that
gonna
matter.
slide down. Yeah.
Yeah, but for that matter, why not just throw the rope down there and just slide down? But don't hold the rope while you do it. But I mean, you can do whatever you want.
I
But-
just because if I drop down, it might get into the water, and then I will have to duck into the water to find the end.
Oh, okay. So you have the rope in your hand, and you slide down, and then what do you do?
And then wait for the others.
Okay.
I'm right behind him.
Okay.
And I let out a deep booming whee.
And I will open this up. And tell you what you see.
Oh, by the way, I just realized that this is not my character who has pitons in the backpack, so I just tried to find a rock or something to tie the rope to, but let me know if there's no such rock there.
Somebody must have pitons, don't they?
I just have the immovable rod.
You want to use that? Because a rock isn't going to do anything.
Lordaeron or Zook, do you have any pitons?
Let me look. Why are you guys calling them pitons?
Because that's how you
Because
say
that's
it.
its name.
That's how you say it.
It's not piton, it's not
It's not
pitone, it's not python, it's piton.
Yeah, they're pitons.
Okay, it must be an item I've never heard of, and Lordaeron doesn't have any.
It's piton, and what they are the things those mountain climbers use when they pound them with a hammer into the rock to tie a rope to or whatever.
Okay, yeah, no, I've definitely never heard of those.
Okay.
No, I don't have any. Sorry.
So the immovable rod will be what's holding the rope up there then. Okay, a long pool fills this cavern, broken only by an island bristling with stalagmites. A corpse floats face down in the water near the island, which is not
that was a
depicted
mess.
there.
Meh, it's just a corpse.
Hopefully.
I'll say a prayer and move on.
There's also a drum on the island.
I say a divine sense and to check if there's anything evil around.
Okay.
I want to know what happens when you bang on the drum.
Right?
Is the drum evil?
The drum is not evil, but you sense the corpse was a crushing wave initiate, so he was one of the cultists. But he's somehow dead, floating around in this pool. And I can expose a little bit more of this. You guys can see down here just a little bit. There we go. So the drum is probably right in the middle of the, probably like right there.
Well, Meg, do you want to have the honors?
If she goes to drum, I will go close to the dead body and just pay attention if he tries to move or something.
Okay.
I bang out super bass, just so you know.
Because a drum in this cavern looks like a duck in a dungeon.
Okay, so Megrio's gonna go move over and bang on the drum. Is that right?
Yep. Throw on a little Nicki Minaj.
Boof, boof, boof. Okay, go ahead and move over there.
A little bit of Safri duo, maybe?
Nah.
Taiko drums?
Nah. Super bass. I just watched a dude's arm get eaten by a bear.
In real life, you
Fun.
mean?
No, Jeff's not feeling well, so he's like kicked back, relaxed, and he's just watching videos right now. And he's watching
That's
fail
what I
videos
meant.
from
I didn't
Russia.
mean. Yeah, I didn't mean like out your window. I just meant like in real life on a video.
Yeah, like in real life, he went to go reach his hand in the bear cage, and the bear just went "Roar!" and ate his arm.
Wow.
Yikes.
Idiot.
Is
It's
it
Russia.
Okay, so you bang on the drum and shit starts happening.
Awesome.
In Soviet Russia, drum bangs on you.
Exactly.
Okay, Yakov Smirnov. They say put your money where your mouth is. I almost choked on a quarter. Roll initiative.
Knew it.
Some things are rising up out of the water.
And I didn't sense them? Nice.
No, because at the time you did that, they were not nearby. The drum called them.
Ah, I see.
So good job on the drum deal.
XP.
Awesome.
XP. Okay, so this thing which looks like that.
Ugh. Nasty.
I really hope
And
he's not gonna French kiss me.
I don't know, a tongue like that. I could, yeah.
he is going to okay, so only half for swimming. Okay, gonna come up there, plenty of movement, and try to claw Megriel. And he does.
Oh, he hit me.
He hit you, and you do your Constitution saving throw and blow it out of the water, so you are not affected. Who is
I did that too.
20, 30. And it's Megriel's turn.
Oh my thank goodness the power of Christ compels you, and the power of Christ compels you, and the power of Christ compels you.
My ears.
Are you
Lord, let me sweat.
are you turning?
Turn, destroy, either or.
And what's the
It's
radius on that?
You have to. Why do you have to ask me these
I don't
things,
know.
Rob? Jesus.
Because there might be more there that you can't see, so I need to know what to do.
It doesn't like it doesn't have. Oh shit.
Where the hell is that on your sheet? I don't see it.
30 feet on you.
Oh, destroy
Each
undead. There it
undead
is.
can see or hear you within 30 feet.
Ah, okay, so it's not going to work on the ones you can't see anyway. All right, go for it.
Yes.
Unless they can see her. So it's
Right, they can't. They can't see.
or hear.
Here comes the. Yeah, yeah. Neither of those apply. Okay, they all failed.
Nice.
Ba-boom.
What is your level, Magrio?
10.
So CR1 or lower is destroyed.
Right. Let me check.
Ba-boom.
Okay, so Ghoul 10 and 12 are destroyed.
That was pretty.
Drop dead, guys.
And the other one is not destroyed. It is turned.
Yep.
So do you have the thing to apply to that?
Oh.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, I do.
Yep. Cool.
There we go.
All right.
Woot.
And do you want to move or do anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna move a little bit.
Bang on the drum some more? Fuck.
No, they didn't like my super bass, so I'm not gonna do it anymore.
All right. So, Zook, your turn.
Zook is going to respond to this enemy the same way he responds to pretty much any other enemy. Sharpshooter.
All right. It seems that you rolled damage rather than an attack.
No, I rolled an
No,
attack.
he rolled the attack.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Sorry.
There's a bunch of stuff in there. People are talking and I didn't see it. Okay. So yeah, you did hit and you did roll damage. Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
And that's another hit. And he's dead.
Good Christ.
Dead,
Alright,
dead
for
or undead, dead?
Alright, for future note, don't bang on the drums. Okay, we know this.
I thought that was fun.
Okay. The encounter is
It
not
was.
over. What do you want to do, Zook? Do you have anything else on your turn?
I will. Yeah, already.
You can't ready an action. You've already taken your action, so you can't ready another action.
Oh, even though
You have
action thing
attacks
will-
left, you have to use those as attacks. You cannot use one of your extra attacks to ready an action.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, no, Zook's not going to do anything right now.
Okay, Lordaeron.
Effectively can't
Lordaeron.
ready a bonus action, just a normal action.
Lordaeron is going to ready. Yeah, she's going to ready a strike of her Tinder Strike. As soon as she sees an enemy pop up within range.
Okay. And Gimrick.
I'm gonna cast protection from evil and good.
Okay.
and actually protection from undead on myself.
Are those two different things?
No, there's the spell of protection from evil and good, and I can choose whether it protects from aberrations, celestials, elementals, fey, fiend, or undead.
Okay.
No, actually, it's all of them.
It's all of them, yeah.
Oh, nice. So yeah, I'm gonna use it on myself.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have an effect button, so
It should.